We're live. We're back after international break. As always, I think I should rename this channel to Titch and Geezer TV because obviously we're both here just as much as each other. But yeah, like before, we get straight to the chat. But how are you doing, Geezer? It's been a little while, isn't it? 10 days? More.
Yeah, the horrendous international break, and I couldn't. I used to love getting up and watching England years and years ago. I used to look forward to it, and now it's just soul destroying. I don't even bother now. That's what Southgate's done to me with them. And there's another manager doing it to me. Can't get away from it. But yeah, I've just got no interest. And just the way it's all set up now with these qualifiers and that, and we end up with a group that's just, the groups are too easy. It's as simple as that. And I hate the international break because the most of the games are just meaningless.
Yeah,
they really are, and they're not very competitive, and they're crap.
Yeah, I'm on the same page as you. England doesn't interest me, and watching West Ham is it's like pulling teeth. But that's the second game up on this fixture list anyway, so we'll get to that.
Yeah, it's another story.
It's definitely good to be back, sitting alongside you, and and everybody in the chat. So we'll get to the chat. So Stuart, as always, good evening, brothers.
Stuart.
Charlie Boy says Wagwan. Big up, Charlie Boy.
Charlie.
Hope you're well. All good. Thank you. Right. So we'll be like, right. Big up, Inky. Thanks for tuning in, Inky.
Hi, Inky.
As always, Harmony, much appreciated and glad you could join us. As always, good evening. And Harmony, I think it was your birthday. I don't know. I see Stuart posted something about maybe a week ago. So belated, but happy birthday. I think it was within a week. So I don't think it was that
happy birthday, Matt.
Hey, Harmony, Inky. Wait, sorry, let me just catch up. Getting over one of the worst weekends away ever, Stu. Otherwise, I'm fab. Worst weekends away. What happened? Big up the main man, Lawrence Watkins. How you doing, Lawrence? Hello, everyone from Lexington, Kentucky, USA. Come on, you irons.
Oh, good night, Lawrence.
Afternoon, Inky. My brother. Oh, this is the main man.
Wally, on time.
Main man. Big up, Wally. Walito. Like I said, it's been a while, but I was looking forward to doing this today, actually. I like sitting down, me and Kieran, and then obviously, as long as we've got all of you lot in here, it's worthwhile. Boom. Uncle Larry, Charlie Boy, man.
I did see the highlights of the Leeds game, and maybe that's what Harmony's on about. I think she might have gone to the game. Terrible goal they gave away, Leeds. Got a point, but really, I think they were expecting 3. But they give away a poor goal. I had about 3 chances to clear it and didn't, and they scored. But so not a loss, but I think it's probably 2 points dropped for them.
Walito, right? So Harmony's elaborated a bit. Let's see. She says, "No, Stu, we got abused by Leeds fans. Karen had her bag with her phone and ID, etc., stolen too."
Oh my god!
Who's Karen? I had to pay for everything and then hire a car to get us to Brighton from Sheffield. Oh my days, madness! Brighton to Sheffield,
Wow.
Brighton from Sheffield. Sorry. Someone's thieved her bag and phone,
Brighton
and ID. Sorry to hear that.
Not a good day.
Yeah, plus all the inconvenience of your identification and that. Right, so it'd be interesting though, because I'm sure some of us got a couple of these scores correct as well. So that's the good part.
I wouldn't have a clue, guys. I haven't looked at them since then.
I know for a fact most people said West Ham 2-1 against Burnley. I said 1-1. So I just kind of remember people saying 2-1 West Ham. So
no, I'll tell you what. I remember I did say West Ham, but I'm 3-1. I was confident of that.
Oh, you was a 3-1. Someone said 2-1. I know that for a fact.
There'll be someone in there 2-1. But actually, on another thing, I did say 2-1, and Souček would score the winner. Yeah, I did get that right somewhere else,
on a different show.
Yeah.
Well, we'll get to right. Listen, let's. So everybody's here. Robert's not here. Who was here last time? That's not here now. Robert was here. Yeah, go to your score thing, Kieran, please. Just because there was Inky wasn't here, but he's here today. So
yeah,
Inky,
Rob, everyone's there. Rob, just only Robert.
Is it just Robert? Yeah. All right. But we don't do the thing till the end anyway. So if he's free, I know he'll pop in. So yeah, Inky, maybe this is the first time you've been on this show, Inky. But yeah, we get everybody involved, and at the end we just go to the next sort of fixtures, and we just give our score predictions, and then Geezer with his magical pen and paper writes it down.
Yeah, it's getting a bit tricky.
Fiddles it a bit, and yeah, the more people that take part, the harder it'll be for him.
I ain't got a big enough piece of paper.
Right, so let's just go to the first game. Everybody, listen, your views and all of that, just put it in. If I think of any questions, I'll ask it. And once again, that's just so you lot can have your input. Right, so I've been lazy this week, so I've just got it as a banner. 1 sec. Still long as well. Right, so the first game was this one. Man City won, Liverpool won. Haaland scored on the 27 minutes, and Trent Alexander-Arnold scored a fantastic goal, 80th minute. How much of the game did you watch? And give me your thoughts, please, Geezer.
Yeah, was that Friday night, wasn't it? Friday night game.
Oh yeah, for you. Saturday morning for us. So yeah, Friday. Yes, yeah.
Was it?
Is it Friday night for you?
No, it'd be Saturday morning for me. Friday night there, I mean.
No, it wasn't Friday night. It was Saturday morning for us.
Okay, Saturday night then. I lost track. Okay, yeah. It was one of them, wasn't it? Man City. I fancied a draw. I can't remember what I put down 2 weeks ago, but I when I looked at it, I went, yeah, I think this got a draw written all over it. And the Haaland again, just good ball at him. One shot, bang. It just hits the ball so early than most strikers. He just gets under control and bangs it, and it really does. The keeper just catches the keeper unawares sometimes. Not that I'll blame the keeper for anything there. It's just a good finish. And he does it again. And that's what the quickest player to ever hit 50 Premier League goals.
In 48 games. And, he's by far the quickest as well. I think 68 maybe is Andy Cole was next on 68.
I think it was about 12. The close was about 12 games more.
Yeah, okay.
Something like that, yeah. Yeah, it's mental, isn't it, when you think 50 goals already. So obviously now you got 36 last year, so he's on 14 already this year. But anyway, the game panned out. I didn't watch it all the time. I was watching bits of it. Yeah, and I think it looked like fair result because it looked like they're going to hang on City. But Liverpool, they're looking better and better, I think. And then up comes Alexander-Arnold. Yeah, their new midfielder.
Yeah. The great goal, wasn't it?
That was a cracking finish, you know what I mean? That was a really good. That was another 2-touch bang or 1-touch bang, and a really good goal. Good ball into him too, but he really hit it well. Cracking goal. So yeah, and I think it's probably a fair result from what I remember watching it all.
A lot of the football experts on Sky Sports are saying, one of these two will win the title. Now, what I'm going to do is ask everybody in the chat if it's Liverpool or City, who wins the Premier League? And I've got another question, just so random. Out of the two goalkeepers, if you could have them in your team, which one would you pick? Would you pick Edison or would you pick Alisson? So who's going to win the Premier League if it's one of these two? And which one of those goalies would you choose if it was a must-win game? So yeah, I'll ask you first, Geezer. Out of those two, who's going to win the league? And which goalie would you pick out of them? Because I believe they're the best two in the league. But yeah, who would you pick out of them?
Yeah, they are. I'd still pick Man City.
And me. Sorry, that's to win. My bad. I thought you were talking about
to win. I still think they'll top it. But I say this could be closer this season than it has been for a while. It really could. I still think that. I think in my head, De Bruyne's coming back. And that'll be a boost for him. And you've still got Haaland up front. At the end of the day, Liverpool they've got to rely on Salah for a lot of their goals, and they're relying on Haaland. And if Salah hits a streak of form and starts banging them in, and the other, because they've got great firepower, Liverpool, haven't they? 3 up front of all. man. They're bloody good. And so, yeah, it's interesting. I just think that sooner they get De Bruyne back, the better for them, Man City. But yeah, I think I'd go for Edison as well.
Yeah. Same. Yeah, I would do. Yeah, I'd say Man City over Liverpool, and me personally, I would pick Edison as well. The scary thing is, Haaland's main threat supply is Kevin De Bruyne, and he's not back yet. So once he starts picking him out with those whipping balls and that, then
exactly, he hasn't had De Bruyne, but yet he's on 14 goals.
Yeah,
Bernardo Silva in there was bad. I love that boy. What a player he is, man. What a player. And like I said, I've always said about Bernardo Silva, half the stuff he does doesn't get recognised.
Yeah.
If you ever watch him, he's just such a player, man. Getting to, not as good as he was, but still, you just see the brilliance of him at times. If you really watch him, he's just such a great player.
Right. So Lawrence says he was hoping for more goals in that game. Harmony says Den of Thieves in that particular place, I think, where the stuff got teased. I take it you won't be drinking in there the next time. Right. Lawrence says Man City out of those two. Told you, don't write a Paul and Gunner. City ain't winning. Yeah, but if you were to pick out of them two, would it be City or Liverpool? Right. Yeah. So Lawrence also says Emerson. So he says Man City and Edison, sorry. Right. So Stuart says Edison for passing, Allison for shot stopping. So now get off that fence, Stu, and which one?
Yeah. Wait. The question was, did you want half of what and half of the other? No. The question was which one, Barnard?
Yeah, I would just about go with Edison. They have some scar bands in there. Never seen Neville Staple a couple of times in there.
Yeah, there's not a lot in them. They're both cracking keepers, I think. They really are. So, not a lot in them.
So Stuart's gone for Edison. Right. So, what did we predict for that game? Let's see if anybody got a 1-0.
Forgot about that.
Your big comprehensive list of probably
right. Yeah. I'll go with Wally first.
Yeah.
He predicted Man City 2, Liverpool 3.
Okay.
I predicted a draw.
2-2.
2-2. You went 3-2 to Man City.
Oh, God.
Lawrence went 3-2 to Man City. Harms went 3-1 to Liverpool. Stewie went 2-2 as well. And Rob went 3-all.
Oh, shit.
So,
no one got it
there's a few draws were given, but none on the 1-1.
So you get the point then. Yeah. As we know
I win.
You win that one, hands down.
I picked the draw. Doesn't matter what the score is.
And you
yeah.
All right, so we will move on. And the next on my list was, which should be 1 sec, and as it was actually our game, and that was Burnley 1, West Ham 2. My thoughts are Burnley very unlucky, West Ham very lucky. I was watching it, and then I thought, I'm not watching this no more. I physically can't watch it. It was just horrible. I switched over to Newcastle Chelsea. And as soon as I switched over, a goal was scored, and then another goal. I was like, yeah. And then on my phone, because I was behind watching it, it popped up West Ham had scored. I was like, nah. Anyway,
yeah, it was.
It was
soul destroying watching that game. It really was. I'm halfway through it. My head's wandering off in, thinking about other things. I was just, why am I watching here? This is Burnley, right? With 4 points. And I've watched other teams do them, how they press them and nick the ball up and score goals from it. This is how you play against them, because they want to play with the ball.
Yeah.
What did we do? I don't know what we were doing.
Mm-mm.
And it was terrible. It was so bad up to 86 minutes?
Yeah.
And then we say a lot of these games, you need a bit of luck or a bit of brilliance. And a bit of brilliance from Kudos to get to the byline, skim past these players, bang a ball. The one put the boy under pressure, and it must have come off him and gone in.
Yeah.
We got that bit of luck, and but then it sparked because Kudos was going more forward, because most of his He was so deep most of the game. He was doing good stuff, Kudos, but it wasn't affecting anything where he was doing it.
Mm.
And now he's further up the pitch. Now he's sort of taking on the Bowen role, going at the left backs, and again he gets it on his left foot and puts a cracking crosser.
Great cross
into Souček. Finish.
Yeah, he does the Czechoslovakia bloody. He just spinning around.
Yeah,
like,
he does his spinny, roundy.
Yeah,
and we win. But I'll tell you what, as much I took no satisfaction out of it at all.
None at all.
None. All right, yeah, it's 3 points. Yeah, great, we got 3 points, and so we should. But my God, yeah, they've got to feel so gutted, Burnley. They deserved the 3 points. They deserved to win it. They were better than us up until the last 8 minutes. Yeah, and we nicked it. But it was dire. For a neutral to watch that, it must have been hard. Don't think you'd stick with it.
From a Burnley perspective, if you can't, that's the first 7 games at home, they've lost all of them. If you can't beat West Ham or at least get a point in that game, is the writing on the wall? You're going down.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
If you can't win that game, mate, you're not going to win many. You're at home. You're in the ascendancy. West Ham are dog shit. They were so bad. You just need to finish a couple. Be a bit more clear. Have something up front. Finish it off. And they just didn't. And, yeah.
7 defeats in a row at home. Like, that's. I think that's a record, like, unwanted, obviously. But I think the only other one, they went back years ago, like somebody else in a lower division in English football. Like, it's a very much unwanted record, which is surprising. I didn't think that I thought Burnley would be better than this season, but to lose. Yeah,
I mean, they should have had that penalty, I think, in the first half.
See, I don't think
they got away with one there, Soufal. Yeah, he put his leg across it.
See, that one, I was like, but the one that was given, I don't know if I.
No, that's what I'm saying. I think the first one, I didn't think it was a penalty, but when you really look at it, you see Soufal just put his leg out that one little bit of stopping, and he goes over. Now that's more of a penalty than the second one.
Yeah.
And I've got a funny feeling at half time they might have got the nod. I think we should have given that one, and they didn't. And they got the soft one, which is fair because they deserved it, and they deserved to be in front. So, but after that, they didn't really have much else, up front.
But as you've alluded to, the person that gave away the penalty that was given was Kudos, and a player like that, he shouldn't always be having to be back so much in his own. You understand? And he's in his own box, and against Burnley in that, we should be winning the ball off them high up the pitch, and he's doing his thing, which ultimately he showed what he's all about. Right, I will get to the comments, you lot. But anybody that knows me, and it's very limited on YouTube, obviously, but I've always been a big supporter of Thomas Tuchel. Even when he was playing terribly, I was still supporting him because, I knew, like, whatever, and like I said, you know what, I'm going to be the one guy. No one's going to know this, but I'm going to, Anyway, I reckon he shut a lot of people up. People that was really getting onto him. Yes, he was bad in part, but I'm saying the ones that get out, you're done, and all this. He must have shut up, whether they would admit it or not. I think he's silenced a lot of people and shown how important he is in a David Moyes system. What do you think about Souček? This season?
At the end of the day, he's our most attacking player. He's our most threatening player. He's our informed goal scorer. We could have drawn the last 2 games and won them because of him. That's 4 points he stuck on the board instead of 2. And no, 6 instead of 2, Yeah. So, no, and I said as well, when I was on with Budgie, I'd said, mate, Souček has got to play in this game. If you're missing Antonio, you're missing Bowen, right? We knew that was happening. So you need Souček in that to get a goal. And you need Ward-Prowse, maybe he's the one that's going to deliver it. You hope that's going to be the case. Because you should be getting a lot of corners against Burnley, I would have thought, at the time. And I went, no, you've got to have Souček. And I said, I think he'll score the winner. But after 86 minutes, I weren't thinking that, guys. We'd be lucky to get a shot on target here. It's so bad. But it just ended up, up he pops again.
Yeah, I was going to say, right, somebody who's not known for his eloquence and all of that. That was a great finish from Souček, though, wasn't it? Great finish.
Good finish, man. Oh, he can finish. I mean, God, he's the last. He scored about 4 for Czechoslovakia in the last, half a dozen games for them. He scored 4. Yeah, he stuck. How many has he stuck putting for us? 3 or 4. But, yeah, man, he's doing well. Crucial. He just is. Look, the ball at his feet, not the best. You know what I mean? Passing, he doesn't. He isn't a silky bloody centre midfielder, and he is quite worrying at times. But his work rate and everything else. I mean, there was an argument, and I wouldn't have. If he'd done it, it wouldn't have bothered me. If he'd stuck Souček up front instead of Ings,
I
would have gone with that.
Yeah,
because I knew Ings would be absolutely pointless. I knew it would be. I knew he'd be just isolated up there doing nothing. And then Ings is getting slaughtered now. But he never saw the ball. We never gave him the ball. Yeah. Plus he doesn't suit on his own up there, running and chatting. It's pointless. I would have rather got Souček up there than Ings.
And it's funny you said it, because I've said from a long, long time ago, just like Fellaini, they're different players, but the way Moyes plays, and it looked like it in some parts of that game that he was playing almost behind the striker, or alongside the striker. So you might as well, if you're going to play that way, you might as well utilize Souček as much as possible. And he's good at ghosting in, he's good at getting on the end of things. So the way we play, you might as well have him further up the pitch where possible. Right, let's get to the comments quickly. Lawrence says, ugly match until the end. We look pitiful. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, absolutely, Lawrence. Absolutely pitiful. It was terrible.
Stuart says, even though you won, it felt like a defeat.
It did. It just felt soul destroying, Stu, to watch it, because I wasted 86 minutes of my life.
Right, Lawrence says, Ings should not be authorised on the pitch. Someone steal his kit before the CP match.
Crystal Palace.
Oh, Crystal Palace. Sorry, because I was thinking we're playing in Europe before that, didn't we? Yeah, sorry, that's what I thought that was abbreviated. Right. Wally says, I love that Souček celebration, so joyful. And that's what it is. Yeah, he looks like he's enjoying himself again. However much you can enjoy yourself playing for David Moyes, but yeah, he seems like he's happy again. I love it. I love that celebration. Right, me too. He was sacrificed for Rice, and now you are seeing the true Souček. Yep. Well, Harmony. Kudos had to be a workhorse. His game got stifled with Bowen back. With Bowen back and Mabama in the side, you will be scary possible for a lot of teams. Right. So I'm glad she mentioned. Right, 2 things. Do we know when Bowen is meant to be back, and what is people's thoughts on Mabama? And when should he? Should he start in Europe? Should he start in the next Premier League game? So Kieran, what's your thoughts on? No, sorry, I don't know if you know. When is Bowen meant to be back? And what's your thoughts on Mabama? Like, we spoke about him in the last episode.
But they weren't taking it. They would, if you believe Moyes, anything he says. But he said it isn't that bad what Bowen is. There's a bit of a twisted ankle or something, and so he didn't play him. He weren't quite ready. So one would think that he might be okay for next week, if you go by his words.
Yeah.
With Obama, it was good to see him come on, and he looked lively. He was put on. I'd say that he didn't get that goal. It was given as an own goal, but without him, it doesn't go in, does it? He pressures the defender, and he looked lively. So and that's it, really. And it was good to see him. I noticed when he scored, or when it went in, and he was sort of celebrating the goal, he pointed to his watch thing. Did you notice that?
I did. But what does that mean?
I think in my head that's kind of, it's about time. It's about time I've got to go.
Yeah,
that's what I read that in. Read into that scenario. That's what he's saying. But if Bowen's fit next week, he ain't playing. He ain't starting. That's for sure.
All right. So let me listen. This is for everybody. Whether you're Leeds or West Ham, right? And be honest, let's just say it's Crystal Palace and it was one of these 3 starting as a striker. Bowen, Mabama, no, not Bowen, sorry. Ings, Antonio or Mabama against Palace. Who would you pick? West Ham's at home in that game. Yeah, so if you're going to win that match and one of them has to be your striker, who would you pick out of those three strikers? Now, to put it into some sort of perspective, Ings is just pointless. Antonio's form is dire, and Mbama's up and coming, energetic. So yeah, who would you, if you like, let's say your choice was one of these three has to start up front, who would you pick? Ings, Antonio, or Mbama? If that was the only choice.
To be honest, to start a game, I'd still pick Antonio.
You'd pick him, yeah?
Yeah, because I think he's effective, not just for scoring goals. But I still would like to, at least get half an hour of Mbama on. 60 minutes is enough for Antonio. He starts to fade anyway. So I'd always give Antonio a go for an hour. Mbama, and then let's keep seeing what he does in that half hour. Now, if he starts banging them in with this half hour stints, then I'll consider, right, let's get him in from the start. But I want to see something from him in a few games. I don't think we have to throw him straight in. But if Antonio's not fit, he's in front of Ings. Ings offers nothing. Absolutely nothing. So
he's in front of Ings probably in everybody, but not in Moyes, clearly. He's not in
Moyes. No. I mean, for him to have picked Ings for that game, my head, at the beginning, I went up. Really? Yeah. And actually, I stayed up that night, and that's what it is, Saturday night. And West Ham didn't come on till about 1 a.m. here, something like that. And then somebody sent me the team, Moyes and it had Ings. I went, bollocks to that. I'm not staying up. I'm not staying up for this. So I just got up in the morning at 6 o'clock and watched it. And then watched it without knowing the score. I wish you had.
I bet you're glad you chose.
I knew from the team sheet. I ain't watching it. I'm not staying up till 3 a.m. to watch this. It's going to be dire. I knew it, and I went right. But anyway.
Right, let me just skip some of these comments because you two are clearly on the same page nowadays. Read that comment.
I'm up. All right, so you've been reading my book, have you? Exactly, son. Or me reading yours, yeah. Yeah, there you go. That's what I'd like to see. I'd like to see him get these half hours till he proves himself. And if he starts scoring goals, then consider putting him in, starting him.
Right, let me go back to in order. Right, so Harmony says Mbama is lightning and he looks the real deal. Wally said he would start Antonio. Harmony says Mbama, easy answer. Stuart says Mbama, but he will go with Antonio. We've just read that one. Inky says Mbama, he would start with. Giza reading my mind, so I read that already. And I see it the other way. Start Mbama, terrifying teams, then bring on Antonio. The thing is, Antonio is not good sub. I don't like him coming on as a sub.
He's never been that great when he's come on as sub, has he?
Nah.
I can understand Harmony saying that because you'd think that would be him nice and fresh. The defence tiring. He comes on. But it doesn't seem to work that way.
It doesn't.
And the reason I wouldn't start Mbama yet is because I don't want him to get deflated. I don't want him to have a couple of poor games where nothing happens, and we take him off after 60 or 50 minutes because nothing's happening. And his confidence will drop. I just want him. He comes on for half an hour when nothing's happening. To me, it's a win-win. It doesn't have to be the start, but if something does happen for him, it's good for him. I mean, he was buzzing after that, even though they're not giving him the goal. He was buzzing. And everyone's buzzing that he came on. The crowd are singing his name. That's what you want, man. And he made an impact, and that's what you want from any substitute. You want him to make an impact, and he did make an impact. So I'd rather do that for him. Just keep building his confidence.
Right. So before we go to our predictions for this game, just a simple question. I'm trying to think of a game question related to these two teams. I don't know. Actually, let me just try and it's not a nice one, but if this doesn't work out for Vincent Kompany, can you see him getting another Premier League job? Obviously, he started off in the Championship. Do you lot see him as a Premier League manager in the future? Like, can we see Kompany with another club as a Premier League manager? If that's
I think he could be, because when you watch them, Their football, they play good football, and they're trying to play good football. The problem is they haven't got the quality of player to do it, and that's where it's lacking. You know, they just haven't got the right players. But I think he still could. I think Burnley will probably stick with him. You know, knowing that they're going to get relegated. You know, it's just the level of player. I mean, it's not his fault he hasn't got the level of player that he needs for the Premier League. And how can you be? What's worrying though with him is they finished in front of Luton, about 21 points in front of Luton last season in the Championship.
Way above them. Yeah, and promoted, 2 weeks before them as well.
Yeah, I mean, they just run away with it, but yet they can't even keep up with Luton this year. Where Luton, they've adapted a little bit better, not much, but they have. So, but I still think, he's probably got a good chance of getting another job. It's just that what can you do if you don't have the quality of player needed in your team? Then you got to rely on them to fight for everything.
Yeah,
and we'll see. I don't know.
Right, Stuart says hard to tell. It's like Farker. He was in the Prem but didn't get back. Harmony says, I have a lot of time for company. If they go down, another Prem team will want him hands down. And that's a serious question because obviously he tore up the Premier League the Championship. And to do what he done, get them straight back up, a small club like Burnley in regards to the stadium size and stuff. I expected more from them this season. I thought out of the three, they would be the ones that maybe right now are sitting in 12th or 13th. They've had a couple of big wins. Not a lot, but a couple of like beating the likes of West Ham, beating the likes of maybe Brighton or somebody of that ilk. But to lose all 7 of your home games I could never have pictured that happening with Burnley.
As well as the credit from last season that he deserves is he changed the whole philosophy at Burnley. From a Sean Dyche team that he knew every year what you're getting from that. He knew what it was. And he turned them into a passing, creative, goal-scoring machine in the Championship. And a complete, turnaround for a Burnley. They've never played like that. Never. Right? So he needs a lot to be able to install that and make it work in one season and run away with the champion was some feat. But the players he's got are not good enough here. So I don't know what they do, to be honest. I mean, Koleosho is the one player that sort of stands out, doesn't he, as a left winger?
Yeah.
Exciting. And the other, a couple of good boys in there. Sanderberg or whatever.
Oh, Sanderberg plays for them, in the middle.
Yeah, he looks like not a bad player. There's a few. The key, I don't know what they bought that Trafford, didn't they?
Yeah, from Man City, I think. Is it Man City?
Yeah, paid a lot of money for him too. I'm not sure about him.
Exactly, I'm not sure about him, but obviously he's still quite young.
Yeah.
Inky says, I'm really surprised with Burnley this season. Right, and I am too. Right, so what do we predict for this game? Somebody's picked 2-1. I know that for a fact. I picked 1-1. I remember.
We've got to go with Wally first.
On,
he's put Burnley 1, West Ham 2.
Go on, Wally.
Get in, Wally boy.
I'll take that point.
I did. I knew. I picked 3-1 to West Ham.
Yeah.
You picked 1-1.
Yeah, I remember that.
It should have been, really. But Larry picked 2-0 to West Ham. Holmes picked 4-1 to West Ham. I think we had 4 shots, Holmes.
Yeah.
Stu picked 3-1 to West Ham as well, and so did Rob.
So
Wally 1-up. Wally's leading.
Didn't CB make predictions last week or no?
Who? No.
Nah, okay. I remember. Yeah.
No, it's not really nice.
Oh, did he catch up? Or was that the week before? Anyway.
The week before, I think.
Yeah, the week before. Yeah. I could see him do one at Palace. Actually, maybe, especially with their academy, would be ideal for them. Actually, that might be a good fit. Actually, but I still think, he's got to prove something in the Premier League because 7 defeats at home out of 7 is. Yeah, that's not a good.
No, look, you're gone. You can't be doing it. You're gone. And like I said, that game, if you can't win that, then, well, You know what I mean? We turned up for 10 minutes of a game and won it. Yeah, not good enough.
Wally is on the ball, doing better than his FPL team. Well done, Wally. Right, let me move on to the next game, which was Luton 2, Palace 1. And I'll say it again. Giza, you said, early in the season that, of the 3 promoted teams, you saw something in Luton that might suggest to you that they may be the one out of the 3 that potentially could stay up. Since you've said that, they've picked up points. They are now on 9 points out of the relegation zone, and that is due to other circumstances that we'll get to. We haven't even spoken about that. But yeah, 9 points from the start that they had in that. They're doing all right, aren't they?
Yeah, you can see the fight in them. You can see the fight in them. They haven't got the greatest team either, but they're fighting for everything. They're trying to win everything. Their players are playing for their manager. That's definite. They're definitely playing for it. And that's where, if they're going to survive, is these home games. They need to pick up points at home because it is a good atmosphere at Luton, and the crowd really do get behind them.
Yeah,
and it gives them a boost. And you can see these guys are cheering around. They're not the greatest team, but my God, they've got fight. And you know what I mean? Against the strike force that Palace had, their keeper too. Is it Kaminsky?
I remember his name from when recently. So when you said it, you had it spot on, and now I haven't heard his name for a while. So let me just check.
Yeah, I think it's Kaminsky. My God, he pulled off save after save as well. He's looking great double save he pulled off in that game. Or I remember. Yeah, the keeper's looking good for him, and I think that's really important.
Yeah, Kaminsky, that's it. Yeah, that's how you pronounce it.
Yeah, he looks a good player, a good keeper. I don't mind it. So he's important to save them, and he did in that game. I say that he's pulled up 3 or 4 great saves. So yeah, they're looking the part, man. I know that. Oh, Elise scored a screamer.
I haven't seen it.
He just cut in usual on his left and just smashed it from the wing to the top corner, mate. Right up where the spiders hang. You know, that little triangle?
Yeah.
Oh, cracker, yeah, a cracking goal. And it was straight after Luton had scored as well, within a minute or so.
Yeah, it was.
Great goal, Elise. Really good.
See you later, Inky. Thanks for tuning in. He's got to go. He said he's got college tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in, Inky. Appreciate it.
See you, Inky.
Yeah, carry on, Giza. Sorry.
What is it? What did it say? Yeah, 2 minutes. It was 2 minutes later.
The Irish boy, his assist was a fantastic assist or something. The pass for the winning goal or something like that. Somebody said that. I haven't seen it yet.
I'm trying to remember.
The winger, his name is Abeng or what's his name? He's Irish. Remember?
Benny.
Yeah, apparently his assist was like a really good assist.
Oh, it was. Yeah, I got it now. Oh man, what a ball! Right across the back line, right behind them all, between them and the keeper, and the geezer coming in on the back and bang. Yeah, great ball in then. I think that's the one with the centre half who's trying to leave it for the keeper. And you come and get it. He's going, oh no, and the bloke just slid in and smashed it in. Yeah,
yeah. So I haven't seen a lot of the games, match of the day, and that not yet.
Yeah, it was a great ball across, man.
Right, Harmony says Luton keeper was outstanding. I agree, Kieran. Home games just might save them and keep them up.
Might. Yeah, it's just hard to know who they can catch because Bournemouth are looking so much better now. So much better. You know, you think maybe they're not the ones where we thought, 4 weeks ago it's between them 4. Yeah, now with Everton with their points deduction and Bournemouth have picked up in form. Yeah. Who do you catch? You know, who do you catch? I don't know. That's the only thing. They need another couple of teams in the mix, to come into it. I still think Everton probably, even with that points deduction, got enough. So that's the thing.
Yeah, I think so. Let's get Inky. 1 sec. Right. So, which game are we on? Right, Luton v. Right. So, what did we pick for this?
Yeah, I haven't got a clue.
Did anybody pick a Luton win? Luton v Palace.
Right. What did you get? 2-1 to Palace. Pretty sure I did. Right. Where are we? Wally said 2-1 to Palace.
Ooh.
I said 2-1 to Palace. Titch said 2-1 to Luton.
Come on.
Him and Wally neck and neck.
Yes, Walito.
Lawrence went 2-1 to Palace. Harms 2-1 to Palace. Stu 1-1. Rob Singleton 1-1. So, all right, now you got 10 points. You got 10 points. You're getting 10 points for picking the score. So how many weeks have we done this for? I haven't picked one score. Right,
you haven't got one. We've done it for about maybe 3 weeks, but you ain't got one.
I've awarded myself quite a lot of points, but I haven't actually picked the score right. Oh, God.
Right, so Stuart says if Luton do stay up, then he thinks it'll be at the expense of Everton, because realistically at the minute it's Everton are chasing. Yeah, it's either going to be the 3 that came up or potentially.
You know, I would have even said Fulham, because I'm watching Fulham up until today. Yeah. And man, they're struggling. You know, I don't think they're that good. And I thought maybe they could get sucked into it. But anyway, they've got a couple of penalties today to solve their goal scoring problems.
Yeah, it's you know, we're not on to Everton yet, but them getting that deduction has really made it interesting, because otherwise,
yeah, it made it interesting. Otherwise, I'll tell you, by January, you know, it'd all be done if it weren't for that. Yeah. January, it could all be settled the way things are going.
Yeah, and that's
like I said, Luton to me are the only team there that could survive. The other two, I've already written off as gone, Burnley and Sheffield.
Yeah. There you go. All right, we'll move on to St James's Park. Newcastle United 4, Chelsea 1.
Were we?
I've
not even got.
What's that?
Right, I've not even got that written down. Right, yeah. I was looking forward to this game. I thought it'd be a good game. You know, thought it'd be close.
Did you see a 4? Yeah, I was gonna say. This is the sort of score that Harmony would pick. 4-1 Chelsea. I don't think anybody did, but she would go for something like this. Yeah, it's just Chelsea in the last how many games? They beat Spurs 4-1. They drew 4-4 with City, and now they've lost 4-1. Yeah, so there's a lot of 4s in the Chelsea game.
Chelsea, they're just one step forward, one step back, aren't they? They're just, I can't. They're all over the place, mate. You just never know where you're getting with it. And Newcastle, right? Oh, and I didn't know Sterling could hit top corners from free kick.
I heard he scored a quality free
absolute
kick.
Banger. It was like a Trippier type free kick, you know? Top corner, it was screaming.
I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
But there was I see it.
An absolute banger. I'm just trying to remember the goal. Joel Linton, he got in.
There was a mistake from Thiago Silva where he was caught in 2 minds. They nicked Joel Linton nicked it off him, and that made it 3-1 after 2-1 just earlier, a minute before that. I'm trying to think of the second goal. Who scored the second one? Lascelles.
Come up. Was it a header?
I can't remember.
I think it was.
I think it was. And then straight after that, Thiago Silva lost the ball. Joe Linton made it like 1 minute later.
Silva made an absolute. You know, when you get caught in 2 minds when they pass it back and it hit the end of his toe and just went away from him, mate. It was terrible.
And that was a minute later after they just conceded to make it 2-1. Like, so,
yeah.
You know what happened?
Yeah,
I think he looked up to go back and he saw Isak, I think, in his line of sight.
Yeah.
And I thought, I'm not going back. And
just hesitated.
But, you know, Newcastle, I think they had that 17-year-old started in midfield. They've got a lot of injuries. So,
loads.
The score
got at least 11 players missing of their squad, of their 25.
But can still beat Chelsea 4-1.
I know.
That's crazy.
Isn't it? And they had 3 goalkeepers on the bench.
Yeah.
And a few kids. You know, and the young boy who they played in that, forget his name, he put a great little Isaac's first goal. His pass to him was cracking, split the defence open straight to his feet, and he was onside.
Is that the 17-year-old, yeah?
Young, yeah.
He's
great little part. Good vision, mate, to pick him out.
Miley, one sec. His name is
Lewis
Miley. Yeah,
that's him. Yeah, good pass, man. Done well. But yeah, this is where they're at, and this is Chelsea, isn't it? God, I get I don't know what to expect from them, man.
Yeah, rebels, bag of
Yeah,
rebels.
to
At the
produce
minute.
that performance with the players they're missing, it was good. Like you had Isaac back, that was something, you know. Yeah, and yeah, it was a great win for him. Great win.
Right. One sec. I truly enjoyed Magpie spanking Kings Road. Blue team, that's harmony.
Yeah.
Somebody said Poch is about to be sacked. Have you heard anything like that?
No, I haven't, mate. No.
Wow, that is madness. After a win tonight. Okay, Fulham won tonight. Yeah, I haven't heard that, Stuart. It's yeah, I think we spoke about this before. Like, how much time do you give Poch? And you know,
look, Stu, I wouldn't take too much up. We've been sacking Moyes for 18 months. Every week there's a rumour about sacking him. He's still there. No, I can't imagine them. I mean, it'd be crazy to get change managers now, to me. But who knows with that club? They're fucking all over the place, aren't they? They got ridiculous money. They buy ridiculous players. They spend on loads. They've got a squad of about 150. I've got players on loan all over the world. That's good. I'm just delighted they're not doing anything.
They are. Delighted. They're 4 points behind West Ham, and we haven't had the best of seasons. They're 4 points behind us, having played the same games. They're way off the. Now they are. They was catching up a little bit, but they're sort of way off now. The teams that are, chasing down the Champions League places. So it's
exactly. I mean, you can't look at them and say they're a top 4 club, can you?
Nah.
You just can't. You go, no. They don't look at it at all.
Right, before we get to our predictions, let me just ask everybody, just give me a single position where Chelsea finished this season. So, yeah, just Chelsea. Giza, where do you think, if you could only pick one spot, where would you put Chelsea at the end of the season?
I think they might still end up about 8th.
8th, yeah? Yeah. All right.
Maybe 7. Maybe 7.
So 7th or 8th is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Oh, I got him and Silver mixed up. I am tired, both in the same area. Yeah, I thought she was talking because I'm thinking, then I think, did Chelsea play? And then I thought they're not even in Europe. So yeah, anyway. So she's talking about Marco Silva, thinking he's going to get sacked at Fulham.
Oh,
yeah, you lot. So what position would you put Chelsea in after what you've seen thus far? And while you're putting that prediction in, Kieran, what do we say for this? What do we say for this score?
Right, scores on the doors. Who we put? It's jumped on my list. Who are we playing?
Chelsea.
Newcastle, right. Yeah. Right, Wally went 2-2.
2-2.
I know. I went 3-0 at Chelsea.
Oh,
but that's because I knew all the injuries that Newcastle had. And Chelsea had a good result, and I went, this was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, a lot changed,
yeah, that was no, that didn't work. Titch went 2-2.
Yeah.
Larry went 3-2 to Chelsea. Harms went 2-1 to Newcastle. Stu went 2-1 to Newcastle, and Rob went 2-1 to Chelsea. So yeah.
If Harmony went 2 on Newcastle, that means you get the points, then, don't you, Kieran? Yep.
Yeah. Oh, Stuart went 2-1 to Newcastle. They were closest anyway. I actually predicted Newcastle will win.
Right. So Lawrence says, I still think Chelsea will bounce back 7th. And then in League 2. And then Wally says 8th. So the 2 positions you said is where Wally and Lawrence feel that they're going to end up this season.
And that is disastrous when you think of the £1 billion they've spent, and they bring in Pochettino. If they do finish around there, it's disaster. Really, it's a real cocker.
Yeah, that's terrible.
It's a mess.
Right, let's move on to once again. Yeah, I just haven't watched Match of the Day. I could easily go on Sky Sports and just watch the highlights. I ain't done it. I want to watch Match of the Day anyway. Nottingham Forest 2, Brighton 3. Yeah.
Lively old game. This one. Oh, what have we got? Don't know. I just wrote a note. I can't even remember it now. 2 silly penalties for some reason. I don't know.
Hold on. Was there penalties in this game? Why have I not got penalties written down then?
It's not. Unless I wrote it on the wrong thing, guys.
No, maybe I just didn't put it in because I normally specify if there's penalties. But I'm sure you're right. I'm sure there was. Let me check this. What game are we on? Forest Brighton. Yeah, João Pedro's was a penalty, and so was Gibbs White. Did I not put that in there? You're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. 2 penalties. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't put that in there. What? So they was both silly penalties. You said.
Yeah. Well, that's what I wrote. I just can't remember why they were. They're probably soft. You know what I mean? Really soft penalties. Yeah. So, well, that's happening in nearly all games now, isn't it? You're getting soft penalties. Yeah. You know, we're in a new era now where any contact, which I think is crazy in the penalty area, and you drop your legs, you're getting a penalty.
Yeah,
it's simple as that. And I can imagine this season being a world record in the Premier League of penalties. It has to be, especially with the handball rule as well. It's madness because it's just penalties after penalty every week. There's loads of them. And
2 in this game, you said 3 tonight.
3 tonight. You know what I mean? It's just, every player knows up there. If you're in, you don't even have to. All you got to do, not even go for the ball. As a defender's going to clear it, put your foot in front of him. Don't go for the ball. Just kick your leg in front of him. He's going to try and kick the ball, kick your leg, penalty. All you got to do is make sure you fall. Any contact, make sure you fall. You'll get a penalty. And you've got 2 chances to get that penalty as well, every time. If the referee don't give it, well, the VAR are going to look at it, and you've got 2 or 3 guys up there, and you've got another chance they might give it. So, you know, it's going to be a record amount of penalties this season. But yeah, it was a good game. I thought Gibbs White looked good. You know, I've heard people going on about him before, and I've never really took that much notice. But I had a look at him in this game. My God, got great feet, mate. Great feet.
He is a good player. Very dynamic as well.
Yeah, I like him, man. You know, I like him. Now, if we didn't have Bowen, I wouldn't mind him. That's how I feel with that. But yeah, it's a good win for Brighton. They had Dunphy got stupid and he sent off, didn't he?
Yeah.
Did you see that? He done it for mouthing off at the referee. And God knows what he said the second time. Because he gave him the yellow and then he said something to that ref and his face. It couldn't have been nice. Because then Doug tried to shake his hand to get out of it and he went, no, I'm not having that. And gave him the red. That was stupid.
You know, so I think it's Dermot Gallagher. He does a ref watch on Monday morning on Sky Sports News. So he's on there. So they're saying, look, you know, do you know what he said? He said, look, I know what he said. Obviously, he said, if I was to call you this on air, I wouldn't be back here next Monday. You understand? So whatever language he's used.
Wow.
He's saying like, no, you can't. Yeah, whatever he said, I don't know what he called it. He said, then they slowed it down. They said, Lewis Dunn. It's almost like as soon as it came out of his mouth, he knew and he tried to and by then it's too late. Whatever he said, you can't take that back. Whatever you said that's it.
Yeah, I thought that. Yeah, without knowing that, I knew that because I saw the reaction of that or the referee there. He was shocked. Whatever he said, he went, no, I'm not having that. Must have been bad.
Yeah, so silly, real silly. And then obviously, I think they scored.
I don't think he said, I think you've got it wrong, ref. I don't think he said that.
Definitely didn't say that. But, you know, they held on. And it's a tough place to go, the City ground. So Brighton are still up there as well. Like, still in the mix.
Brighton's results lately haven't been great, have they? In recent weeks. They've had I've only won one out of about the last 4 or something. Yeah. And, it was a good win for them. But Forest looking not a bad team either. You know what I mean? Yeah, if that had been a draw, I think it would have been a fair result from what I see, you know. They were good. So, good game. A good game. But there you go.
Let me get to 3-2 quickly. What we got? Pen. Oh, sorry. Here we go. So Harmony says, pen for each team. Yeah. I don't know why. I put it in earlier and a lot of these, even just now, I realized I didn't have the Arsenal details in there. I've just done that. Right, Wally just got some oak whiskey barrel coffee. Stunning. Oak whiskey barrel coffee.
Irish Barrel Coffee. Wow.
Mm. Where's that from, Harmony? Sounds great. Where did you get it? No, Nespresso. Oh, on a buy one get one free. Told me once I bought it, so I have 30 sleeves of it, 300 capsules. Oh, so you got the coffee machine and all that. Right. So, what game we won? Forest Bright. Right. So, what did we pick for this? I reckon somebody went 2-2 or 3-2. I reckon somebody picked a 3-2.
Well, Molly went 2-0 to Brighton.
Yeah.
I went 2-2.
Yeah.
I went far away. I'm close. I might be winning this one. You went 2-1 to Forest, Geezer. Lawrence went 2-2. Harms went 3-1 to Forest. Stu went 2-1 to Forest, and so did Rob Singleton, 2-1 to Forest. So, yeah, I mean, again, I am closest. I win.
You win. Yeah. Right. Let me. Yes, I'm hoping I've got right. Okay. Right. So, the next game was Sheffield United 1, Bournemouth 3. Sheffield United, if you're gonna lose at home, you don't want to lose to a team that's down there with you, which is obviously Bournemouth.
Yeah.
Did you watch this game?
I don't know if I watched the whole game or highlights. I think it was. I watched a lot of it, mate. Bournemouth played them off the park. Off the park, mate. The Sheffield United supporters, I think, after 15 minutes were booing.
Damn.
That's how much Bournemouth were on top. They were just tearing them apart. Absolutely, at will.
Wow.
Could have been all scores. That could have been. And yeah, so they're looking like the team we think. That's Semenyo for Bournemouth. He was good, man. He was destroying them. He was tearing them apart. Good player. Yeah, I like the look of him, boy. He's good. And yeah, and then their keeper done one of them. And I've seen a few this weekend where the keeper's lost it, trying to play it. But he lost it and the boy banged it in.
Oh, is that how they scored? What, he keeper mistake?
Huh?
Is that how they scored the first goal?
You can't remember his first goal or not, mate, but he just lost. He tried to play it around him and just completely took it off him and then just banged it in the net. It was crazy.
No.
Might have been the first goal. And he starts saying it's 3-1, but McBurney scored, the last header.
90 plus 7.
It was the last thing of the game and he headed one in. The game was over. So, yeah, they were terrible, man. Terrible Sheffield United. And, you know what I mean? The stands are nigh and empty after an hour. Yeah, that's really bad. There's the manager. He's getting sacked. I've got a funny feeling we'll sack him.
Yeah, because if you look at his face, Heckenbottom, he just looks like a deer caught in the headlights, doesn't he? He really looks like he looks out of his depth physically. When you look at him, he looks beaten. And yeah, I remember, back in the day when Sheffield United, Bramall Lane was a hard place to go to. But yeah, like obviously teams are just going there now as well. And there's no fear there at all.
I mean, we were picking Bournemouth to be one of the four battlers at the bottom. And Bournemouth looked like bloody Real Madrid in this game. They just tore it shreds,
Big difference.
Yes.
So, are you, mate, if you're going to put your hat on it, are you saying Bournemouth are staying up and Sheffield United are going down? Yeah,
absolutely, yeah. Sheffield United, Burnley, to me, they're gone. They're already gone. And I know it's early days, but I just can't see a turnaround in either of them. I don't see hope there. You've got to have something. Well, like I say, I watch Luton and I can see them, giving it a go. They just might be able to do something. Maybe they could bring in a couple of players in January that could make a massive difference.
Yeah.
I suppose you could say that for Burnley, Sheffield United, but I just don't see it in the team. Just don't see it there. So we'll see.
He's happy. Right, listen, you lot. At the minute, we haven't got to Everton yet, but Luton, Sheffield United, Burnley, Everton. If you were to pick, and this goes for you as well, Giza, if you were to pick one team, almost like who would be the team that you feel, if anybody, could actually potentially get sucked into that? If you were to pick someone, other than those 4 teams?
I still think, I think Fulham.
You think Fulham, yeah?
Yeah, even though, like I say, tonight's result was a massive result for them. But I think Fulham, they're lacking goals, man. Tonight's, an exception.
Yeah.
They got an early goal and then 2 penalties. But I think they're lacking goal. Jimenez is a shadow of the player he was. He's not going to get you the goals. I can see it in him. He's just not. I can see them spending in January though, Fulham.
Yeah.
But I think they'd have to get out of it because they were relying too much on Willian to do something. Yeah. And he's, what did I put there? He's got a 100% penalty record.
For who?
Before this. Willian. Willian in the Premier League. He's never missed one.
Oh, wow. I didn't know if you meant just for Fulham or... Oh.
No, just Willian. He's never missed a penalty in the Premier League.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and he gets 2 tonight.
Yeah. And tucks them.
But they're relying on him a lot, I think. And, but they'll probably survive. Like I say, I think they might bring in a striker or somewhere. That Vinicius they bring on he's not good enough for me. I think they will get someone. Listen. But they're the team, I think, if anyone. I can't see anyone else being dragged into it now. I think Bournemouth are looking so much better in the last few weeks. I think they'd be right.
What game? Right. So okay. So what did we predict for this game? I think I went Sheffield United.
Right. Well, he went 1-0 to Bournemouth.
Yeah.
Jeez, I put 1-1. Fucking useless. You went 2-1 to Bournemouth. Sorry, 3-1. Larry went 1-1. Harmy went 2-0 to Sheffield United. Stu went 2-1. Got close, Stewie, to Bournemouth. And Rob went 1-0 to Bournemouth. So, yeah. There you go. No winners.
No winners. Right, let's go to... All right, the next game. Yeah, somehow I hadn't put this, but I have anyway. So, Brentford 1. No, it should be... Brentford 0, Arsenal 1. Let me change that.
That's fine. That's fine.
Kai Havertz scored right at the death. Declan Rice cleared one off the line early in the game. Ramsdale looked a bit shaky.
Unbelievable, all this controversy of Ramsdale and Raya, isn't it? And that he brought in Raya. Massive and you've had Ramsdale dad going on social media, slagging off Arteta or whatever.
Yeah,
you had all that happening, and for some reason, I don't know why he played. I'm not sure if Raya had a knock or something.
No, because Raya's on loan from Brighton and Brentford, so he couldn't play.
Oh, right. That's why. So he got in there, and nearly the first thing he does is try to play the ball with his feet and gives it away. Yeah. And if it weren't for Rice, really smart, went screaming back to the goal line, and he's brilliant stop on the line. It should have been a goal, but other than his quick thinking, get back on the line and get it off. And he saved them there, Rice. And what's his name? Zinchenko's cleared one off. He stopped one on the line a bit later on in the game.
Yeah,
great sliding block. But it was tough work for Arsenal in this game. It was tough work. It weren't easy, and they pop up and nick a goal near the end. Bloody Havertz of all people.
Exactly. Was that his first Premier League goal or not for Arsenal?
First one I remember, but.
It might be his first goal for them. But
it was a great ball to the back post. I forget who delivered it. It was a great ball to the back post.
I remember it now. I don't remember. It was Saka.
Yeah, Saka. Yeah, great ball. Curling right to the back post, and he hit it down and got it in. Yeah, they nearly held on, Brentford, but not quite. Right to the end. 89th minute.
But
they nearly held on.
That win obviously put Arsenal top. They're 30 points. I think Man City have got 29, Liverpool 28, I believe. Let me just check this. So, from what you've seen of Arsenal now, we are basically 1/3 of the way into the season, and some change. Yeah, you can't divide, obviously. Arsenal, top of the pile, 1/3 in, or just over 1/3 in. Can they stay there?
They can stay in the top three for sure.
Yeah.
It's, and that's what it's looking like now, isn't it? A 3-horse race. And who can hold on to the end?
Yeah.
I still can't see past Man City unless Man City go on a bad run. But it's very rare, isn't it? Very rare. And say City got played Liverpool the weekend. Them teams, it's never a disaster. If you take a point, or it's never a disaster. You don't want to lose against these teams. That's the problem. And Man City have already done that with Arsenal, haven't they? Where that would have hurt.
Yeah.
Liverpool at point, not so much. They're all in the mix. They're all in the mix. But I think Arsenal will definitely be in the top three at the end of the season. Whether they can push on or bottle it like they did last year near the end, I don't know. We'll wait and see with that one. I just think there's more losses in Arsenal than there is in Man City.
Yeah.
I think Arsenal will come up with a loss that they shouldn't. I can see that coming. But they could prove me wrong. I'll say that could easily have been a 0-0 draw.
Yeah,
a 0-0 draw against Brentford.
Or Brentford could have went 1-0 up. And
without Rice, could have been 1-0 up there, and the other one played off the line. Could have been 2.
Yeah.
Could have been 2. I mean, that was a tough game, and only just nicked it. But that's what you do if you're looking to, challenge. You've got to nick these games, and they did.
And that's the thing, credit where credit's due. Some, if you are going to win a title, these are the sort of games where, like last year, Arsenal were drawing too many near the end of the season. So you got to go and grind out a result, which they've done. We're gonna go over the top 4 or 5, but once we finish this, because obviously there's a new name in there which we will get to right now. No, sorry. What was our score prediction for this game? Sorry, before we move on to that game.
Right. Wally went 1-1. Yeah. It went 1-1. I went 2-0 to Arsenal.
Yeah.
You went 2-1 to Arsenal. Larry went 3-2 to Arsenal. Harms went 3-2 to Arsenal. Shu went 3-1 to Arsenal. And Rob went 3-2 to Arsenal. So, I'm closest. I win.
Yeah, you get the points again. Easy peasy.
I'm smashing it, mate. Smashing it.
All right, let me see. What's this? Arsenal need a clinical striker. Only thing they are lacking. Paul will miss Salah and Matip due to AFCON. However, City look very vulnerable. I still see them both above come the end of the season. So you see... So Harmony is putting Arsenal and Liverpool above City this season. It would be good, like I said, after this game that we speak about, the next game, then we can get to the top 4 as it stands, which is it's nice. It's nice to see like a little bit of a shake up. Right.
I've always said that to you, Titch. I think Arsenal need a 20+ striker. They need that. I don't think, and I think Jesus might give him a bit, but Havertz, I know he scored a goal here, but he doesn't look like the answer to me. I don't know what he is. I don't think he's the boy. I think they do need, and they all do, don't they? When you see Haaland and you go, wow, and then you see what Mo Salah can do, what Kane has done in the past. You stick Kane in the Arsenal team, I think they win the league. And that's why I changed my mind. Because they don't have that out-and-out 20+ goal striker. Arsenal are going to rely on goals from all over the midfield and what they've got up front. I just don't see... If they had that guy that can stick 25 goals in a season, man, now they're contenders.
All right.
So I don't know who that bloke is. It's definitely not Havertz.
All right, let me give you this one. Yeah, this is, like I said, completely random. Yeah, and this goes to everybody in the chat. If you could clone Alvarez from Man City, would he be the answer for Arsenal? So they had him, but they also had him. Would he work for Arsenal, Alvarez from Man City?
Would Alvarez... If you put Haaland in the Arsenal team,
no. So Man City kept Alvarez, but somehow he was cloned, and Arsenal had Alvarez as well. Would he make a difference if you had Alvarez?
I think he'd be better than what they've got.
I think so. I think he would be a great fit at Arsenal as well. Yeah. I think he would be like a really good fit at Arsenal, Alvarez. But
yeah, it would be. Yeah,
so somebody like that. If they
see, you got both of them, haven't they? Got Alvarez and the one.
I think it would be a good one. No, I don't think so. See them above. Oh, what was the question again, Stu? What did I say? I can't even. What was the question? What was the question? I think so. Shit. Sorry, I forgot the question. No, I don't think so. I can't remember the question. Sorry. Right. So we've done our squad predictions. Right. So yeah, this game took one team out of the top 4 and put another team in. That was Spursy. Spurs 1, Villa 2. Spurs are depleted. Like, their injuries and absentees is horrendous. So I'm joking when I say Spursy. But yeah, they've now lost 3 on the trot. Big Andrew's gone from not losing a home game for however long to losing 2 on the trot. But it's mitigating circumstances. But Villa, certain people tipped Villa to finish in the top 4. They lost 5-1 on the opening day of the season to Newcastle, and now they are actually into the top 4. So, did you watch this game? Once again, what's your thoughts on this game? And where do you see these two teams heading? Like just after this result?
I did watch it. Watched the whole game. My God, I've never seen a first half more entertaining than this. It was end to end, the whole first half. It was unbelievable. It was brilliant. It was so good. Yeah. And Tottenham could have had 4 in the first half. There could have been 4. It could have been 4-2 at half time. That's how the game was going. It was unbelievable. I mean, Tottenham had 3 goals. Son scored a hat-trick of offside goals.
Yeah.
Ollie Watkins scored a goal offside. By inches, that one. It was inches. And it was unbelievable game. It really was. It was entertainment plus. And I forget, what was the score at half time, guys? They scored, It was 1-0 to Spurs.
Yeah.
Lo Celso.
Yep.
Oh, it hit an absolute screamer of a shot. Took the little deflection and went over Martin's head. But but then the changing point for me was Villa scored it right on the last kick of the game, a free kick. Cracking header.
7 minutes into injury.
Torres got on the end of a great ball in by that Luiz. Cracking delivery and a cracking header. Great goal. So it made it 1-1. And then, but this is this Emery. Why he's rated as a manager? He saw a problem and made 2 changes at half time.
Which were?
And he brought on. What's his name?
Did he bring on Jacob Ramsey or no? Did he come on or not? Let me tell you. Tielemans? Tielemans made a massive difference in the midfield. I'll tell you who came on. Where is it? Here. So, at half time, he brought on Tielemans and Leon Bailey for Diaby and Matty Cash. Yeah. Matty Cash was on a yellow as well, and he looking vulnerable, mate. He had one that could have been 50-50 where we got another yellow. So I think that's the reason for him. But Tielemans made a difference, just controlling the ball in the midfield, he's passing, and I think he got the assist for the he did, great little ball straight for Watkins, 1 touch, bang, great goal, good finish. But it was like that. But you see in the last sort of 20 minutes, Tottenham run out of steam, mate. They've done so much in the 70 minutes that they started to run out of legs, and he just didn't have the bench to really change it. Yeah, because there's so many missing. But it was a great game of football, honestly. It was brilliant. It was really good entertainment.
And Villa held on. They looked good. Both of them as well, playing this real high line. You know what I mean? There was just both of them. The whole game was compacted into, the middle part of the pitch, where both of them trying to put balls over the top or through the lines. Yeah, it was a great game, great advert for the game.
Well, what probably tied into that end to end was Big Ange decided to go with 4 fullbacks for his back line. In the process, he left England international Eric Dyer on the bench. So he said, "No, you're a centre back. I'm not having you. I'm having 4 fullbacks." He decided not to have Pierre-Emerick Højbjerg to replace Sarr or Basuma. He had 2 8s rather than any 6s in there. He had Bentancur and Lo Celso. So he went still attacking, as you understand. Like, he could have been more defensive with Højbjerg and Dyer, and he said, "Nah, you can sit on the bench." So he's sticking to his philosophy.
Absolutely.
And it's proven to be, entertaining. I feel, I'm not that heavily involved where I do feel for Spurs. I feel that, they had momentum. They was doing really well. And, everybody gets injuries, but these injuries have kind of like fully derailed them. And I say that to say this now is after what's happened now and with the injuries and all of that, and this goes for everybody in the chat, still a hard question, but who finishes higher out of these two this season? Taking everything into consideration.
Yeah, I think Villa did.
You think
Villa are a settled side, and he's been there now, Emery, last season.
Yeah, he came in last year.
This season, I mean, he's got more of the way he wants to play and the team he wants to pick. Where Postecoglou hasn't. He's just turned up, brought a few players in. The players he did bring in have been brilliant, and now they're all injured or suspended. So, he's going to need this season and next before he really cracks on. To me, it's predictable. I did say at the beginning, forget how well they do now. If Tottenham supporters are going to get carried away with this, they're kidding themselves. They don't have the squad, because you just got to look at their bench even before the injuries. What's on there? It's not enough. And say as well as Maddison was playing out of his skin. Van der Ven was superb at centre half. I think it was a great buy, the goalkeeper. I think he's good.
Yeah.
But I say, when you're losing them players that are making the difference, he's going to catch up with you. He needs, a few more windows. Postecoglou to, think about top 4.
Yeah.
So I always thought they'd drop down, and it's a shame the way it's happened to them, because the injuries they've had. But this is what happens in the Premier League, isn't it? You have to, if you want to contend in the top 4, you've got to have a squad. You've got to have a squad. So I'd put Villa above them. I think Tottenham top 6. I still think they get top 6.
Okay. All right. Is there something in you that makes you smile? The fact that around London especially, Tottenham fans were dreaming. They was dreaming, and now that dream is turning into a bit of a nightmare in regards to we ain't winning the league. We're not finishing in the Champions League places where they probably was getting. They was dreaming, and now that's maybe not so.
Yeah, they thought the Messiah had turned up, but you can only do some. But still, regardless of that first 4 supporters, it was amazing. I mean, they should have scored more, mate. They should have scored more.
Yeah,
it should have been at least 3 or 4 up. It could have been anything that game, but they weren't clinical enough on the day. Where you see the winner from Watkins, he was, half a chance, just one touch and banged it, cracking goal, and that's the difference. And who's up front for them? They've got Son. Even Richarlison was missing, but he's good.
Yeah, the amount of people.
What I was thinking in that first half, just watching this game going up and down, and it was non-stop. I mean, my God, if you had Harry Kane in this team now, he would have scored a hat-trick in that first half.
Yeah,
he would. The amount of chances they created. But like I say, fair play to Emery. He saw a problem and he changed it at half time, and it made a difference. They had more control, Villa, in that second half. It made a difference. and yeah, they came on top in the end. There you go.
Right, Cash off at halftime. He had a yellow and a half. That's what Wally says. You know, you said
Yeah, it was a close one, Wally. It was close.
Harmony says Son disallowed hat trick and missed the sitter too. If VAR had been working in the first 5 minutes, Spurs would have had a penalty in a very different game. Then what happened for that penalty or potential penalty? Yeah, because was that the elbow on Brian Hill?
I can't remember it
because they had that on Ref Watch today, and their conclusion was it was just because the defender was so much taller than him. So apparently he got him in his face, like trying to get to the ball, but. Yeah, like all the Spurs fans saying it was a pen.
I can't remember it, to be honest, mate.
They're saying,
I might have missed the first 5 minutes, to be honest.
Yeah, they're saying because of the height difference, that's why the player ended up his elbow hitting his face or something like that.
Right.
I think that's what Hammond's talking about. Wally says Villa will finish higher because Spurs has some injuries. Sorry. Harmony Son was your captain, Lawrence. Why? That is why they all disallowed. They were all disallowed. Larry. FPL put in a request. None were offering. Oh, Son. Yeah, they're against the. Right. So before we move on to the penultimate game, what was our predictions? I wonder if anybody's got this one bang on. I think we're going for draws more so for this thing.
Wally. Spurs 2-1.
Ah.
I went 2-2. You went 2-2. Larry went 3-1 Villa.
Ooh.
Got close, Larry. Harms went 2-2 as well.
Yeah.
Stewie as well went 3-1 Villa. And Rob went 2-2.
Yeah, I thought a lot of draws people would have picked for this. Oh, so who was close? Lawrence and Stewie, was it? Or Robert?
Yeah, Lawrence and Stewie went 3-1.
Oh, yeah.
Me, you, and Rob went 2-2. Molly went 2-1 the other way. And Harms went 2-2 as well, yeah. There was 4 of us went 2-2 in that.
Yeah, because looking at that,
Mate, that could have been, honestly, that game could have been 5-5. There was that many chances there. But yeah, entertainment plus, but no cigar for a Mr. Expressions doing his head in. No doubt.
Lawrence says he gets the point. Yes, you do. You can have the point.
Yeah, you and Sean can have a point each. That's it.
Right. I'm going to just, once we move on to this game, I'm going to say, and you're going to say yes or no. I'm going to say goal of the season.
Goal of the season. Okay, that's what you're going to say.
Yeah. Do you agree?
I put a note under this game. I went, what a goal. That's all I put. That's the only note I made of that game.
Right at the start of the game as well. Like I was like, I was watching that one. I was like, oh my! Right at the start, you're gonna do that. Like, yeah, what a goal!
What a finish, man! It made Rooney's one look like shit. Yeah. That's how good that technically was.
Yeah,
unreal, man. From the distance he was out and the angle he was at
against England, number one. Yeah, what a goal.
I don't know what we're going to see to beat that as a goal. It's amazing. Amazing technical ability.
Yeah.
Well, this is Man United, isn't it? They come up with a goal like that, and then they're crap. Right?
Yeah,
the next shot on target they had was an hour later from the penalty that Rashford scored.
Was that the next shot on target, yeah?
Huh?
Was that the next shot on target?
That's what they'd said at the time. Well, nearly an hour.
Yeah, but that was
53 minutes. That was the next shot on target.
Wow.
That's a crap move, man.
Yeah, Everton were better than them in large parts of that game. They were the better team.
But they got done, didn't they? Yeah, what a goal, man. Unbelievable. Just... That's all you can say, because the highlights of the rest of it was just pretty dire to watch. He got a penalty, another penalty.
Yeah.
And then Martial finished it well. He scored a
I like that.
Great little ball through the line.
Yeah.
Good finish, good goal. Yeah. Again, this is Man United. They're crap, yet they take the 3 points. You know what I mean? They get it done. Even though they just look, I don't know what they look like. Bang average.
And yet, Yeah. Sorry, because I didn't get onto the top 4. As in, like, yeah, Man United are 4 points off Villa, who are in 4th. Man United is 6th, and they are only 6 points off Arsenal, who are top on 30.
Yeah, I know.
Meaning they're only 5 points behind Man City, which it's unbelievable, isn't it? Really, that
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
They shouldn't be anywhere near it. They should be. They should be sitting next to Chelsea. That's where they should be, right? But that's just what they do, isn't it? They win these games, and they're not that good.
Yeah, I can't believe that they're right in the mix, basically. I mean, yeah, the title, 6 points after this, it's nothing really in regard. It can be caught up, but in regard to the Champions League places, they're right in the mix. Which
I mean, they could finish again from lower.
Oh,
and they could do it again. Who's to say they don't do it again this year? Could end up in the top 4 and don't even look like a top 4 team.
How?
How? Yeah, I mean, they're talking about getting rid of Ten Hag. You know what I mean? But anyway, they're shit to watch anyway. So.
And they are the form team, I think, in the Premier League as well. Form. No, yeah, them and Villa have got 12 points from the last 5 games, and City have got 11 as well as Liverpool. So yeah, Villa and Man United are the 2 form teams over the last 5 games. Wally says that Andy Carroll's overhead kick was better than Garnacho's.
Yeah, that was that was good. I don't know if it was better because of this angle that he hit it back from. I'd give it to this one, but I must say, Wally, I did prefer Andy Carroll's one. That was a screamer.
I would say Carroll's was harder to execute because he's a lot bigger than Garnacho as well. So yeah,
yeah, it was impressive getting up that high to do that with his feet.
Wait, Harmony says, I think Elise's individual goal running from the halfway line was actually better, but it was a stunner. So it's just about Elise the other day, the one against Luton.
Yeah,
is that the one?
Yeah, so, that's the one. Mate, he reminds me. It's so Mahrez. He is, you know. Bombs down the wing. They're shitting themselves. So, nobody. You've got to double up on Elise because you. And I love it when commentators are, you can't let him get in on his left foot. You can't. Mate, you try doing it when your guys run at you with pace. Like being a left back, which I was many, many times. You try to stop him coming in on it. You can stop him coming in on his left, right? But then you're leaving him open to go to the byline. Exactly. And that's why you need 2 players when you've got a speed merchant coming at you. That's why Bowen, protects Soufal so much. Why Paqueta will drop and try and help Emerson when you've got an out-and-out speedster coming at you. You have to. Like Kudos had to with Oliosho and because Soufal was getting torn. Because you can't. When you face up to a winger coming at you, you can only. And he's quicker than you. And remember this, he's quicker than you. You can only stop him going one way. But if he's got great feet and he goes the other way, you ain't catching him.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the trouble with someone when you play against Elise, which we will be next week. We've got to make sure we double up it. We can't let him come in on his left foot. And that's what he did. He does exactly what Mahrez used to do in that and then hits a banger. Top corner, beautiful goal. Beautiful goal.
Yeah, we're next.
I'll say, all these commentators you shouldn't have let him come in on his left arm. Yeah, you do it, mate. You go out there.
Easier said than done, isn't it? You tell that to all the people that defend Messi when he cuts in off the right.
Yeah.
Onto the left. And Mahrez, yeah. Right, goal of the season, unfortunately, says Stuart. You can just see Carter horses make those kind of moves. What? Oh, Carroll. Maybe you just see Carter horses make those kind of moves. What am I missing here? Oh, don't see. Wait, hold on. You just don't see Carter horses make those kind of moves. Oh, talking about Andy Carroll.
No, it was unusual today. Yeah. But he was a lot nearer to the goal, Carroll's one and whatever. This guy was nearly out on the edge of the 18-yard box. You know what I mean? What's the angle that he got it as well? Fucking hell.
Yeah, crazy.
The only person I've ever seen score an overhead kick better than that was Ronaldo. Yeah, I've seen Ronaldo do one. I think it was Real Madrid. Technically perfect. the only one I've ever seen as good or better. I thought it was better, Ronaldo.
So Harmony says, not for me, Stu. It is one kick. Elise turns his man with a dummy, runs with the ball, beats the challenge twice, cuts inside. I haven't seen this goal yet, and scores a blinder from 20 plus yards. Far better goal, more skillful.
Yeah, it is. But the Garnacho one's just spectacular. You know, it's so spectacular. When I seen him start, you could see his movement. He lined it up all the way. When the cross came, he was doing that. You could see the way he was shaping his body. I went, well, he ain't gonna crack this. Not from there. Bang.
Do you know? And the thing is, Harmony, the overhead kick is like it's like the gem. It's like the gem. I remember when I was at primary school, I read a book. It's a football book, but the crescendo was leading up to somebody scoring overhead kick. And then when you go back to Escape to Victory, Pele, injured, scores the overhead kick. So I think because it was an overhead kick, that kind of takes precedence.
Yeah.
But you understand? It just
another level,
overhead kick. And you're not even looking at the goal.
It's almost gymnastics, mate, in the air, isn't it? To get your foot up that high and then control the shot to a top corner.
Yeah.
Unreal.
Yeah.
Technically, it was amazing.
Yeah.
But like I say, to enjoy it, I enjoyed Elise's goal just as much. I thought it's an absolute screamer.
You know what?
I think that's it.
This is how I'd put it into some sort of comparison, yeah? Let's say you get a boxer that literally just boxes your head off for 12 rounds. It's beautiful. Like, he didn't get touched.
Yeah.
Or you get someone like Wilder. That knockout is just like, okay, you know, you get knockout of the year and all of that. You understand what I'm saying to you? It's that, bow, that was the overhead kick rather than, sometimes, that man picking up the ball and dribbling it's harder overall, but it's the visually, the overhead kick. So, I believe that they will put that down as the goal of the season. Even though we're only a third of the way through, I think that will win it.
It'd have to be something special to beat it, I think.
He won't score one like that again. Right, so let's speak about Everton. Right, so can somebody just clarify what was the 10 points deduction something to do with the stadium build or not? Yeah, like what I believe it was just one charge. What did they get deducted points for?
It's the money. It didn't add up. You know, they overspent what they should have done. That's all I know about it. But they did plead guilty to it as such, Everton, you know. But I don't believe it was that bad an offence. They expected to get done, but they thought, the complaint is it was very harsh, very harsh, 10 points. But they put their hands up to it, and that's why you can't really compare Chelsea or Man City. They haven't put their hand up to nothing.
Yeah.
Right? They're not saying they're guilty of anything yet. But that's to be decided. But I must say, with this 10-point deduction, City and Chelsea will be worried.
Yeah. Because
it was so harsh. I mean, the charges that they're facing, well, especially City, over 100, they could be sent down to the Championship. I just don't think the Premier League got the balls to do it, or the FA, whoever's doing it. So, and this is the thing with the 10-point deduction. It was put to all the evidence was put together, and they got an independent commission and whatever they are to dish out the punishment. They looked at all the evidence and dished out the punishment. And their recommendation was 10 points.
Yeah.
So I think they're going to appeal it, Everton. They might get it reduced.
Right. Let me get this comment is hilarious. So Stuart said he won't, talking about Garnacho, he won't score one like that again. Harmony replied, he won't score again. He won't ever score again. Hilarious. And then I was going to ask you about the appeal, but then Lawrence has put here, I heard they are appealing it and it may get changed to 6 points. Do you think?
Yeah, possibly.
How does that work? How do you get it lessened? Because who makes that decision to? Is it the people that handed out that, or somebody goes above them and says, how does that work? Or you're not? Yeah,
sure? don't know the ins and outs, but the independent boys that gave them the 10 points, I don't know if it goes back to them or it goes to the FA and they look at it and go, they got the decision right, but it is a bit harsh. And they might say, okay, just make it. They might. Or they might know. He said that's the reason they're there, to do the job. That's why they're independent. They've come in. That's it.
All right. Now, let me I don't know the ins and outs, but if you was, running things at Everton, and someone said to you, "Look, plead guilty. Maximum you're going to get is this." Is this not like the perfect season to say, you know what? If we're going to get these points, let's do it now. Do you understand? Like,
yeah, well, it is.
Luton, is this not
I
the
said that.
time to take your
if it had been last season, they get relegated.
Yeah.
Now, this is the perfect season to do it when you've got Luton, Sheffield United, and Burnley.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So all they got to do is stay above Luton.
Yeah.
Yes, that's it, really. You know what I mean? They're still there. They can still save their season, not a problem.
Exactly.
Any other season, like last year, you were battling against Southampton, Leeds, Leicester. You know? That would have been a lot tougher. I think you might have ended up being relegated. So it is the perfect time to get it done.
Yeah, I think so. Right. They denied for years, hid monies and lied, blaming Stadia. Clever, false accounting. Still couldn't make it look proper. So finally admitted that they lied, but only on the money they couldn't lie about. So they've held their hands up eventually. I think that's what Harmony's saying.
Yeah.
But like I said, even that Harmony, maybe they've held their hands up at this time, thinking, you know what, we do it now. The punishment now. We're only a third of the way in. Yeah, maybe they've
probably, like I say, if they were only expecting 6 points deduction, there's only 2 wins, isn't it?
Mm.
And through a season, I think they're going to be more than 6 points in front of the bottom 3.
Those teams. Yeah, they will.
You know what I mean? So yeah, I think so. I think they'll take it. Like I'm saying, if they're appealed, they do get it taken down. Even if it got taken down to 7, it's only 7 points. I mean, I still think they survive even with the 10 points.
I think so. Right now, they are 5 points behind Luton. And I don't think they've played each other yet either. I don't think. I can't recall them playing. So, yeah, even with 10 points, they will claw that back.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Yes, Titch, because of
the last thing they need, especially this season, because they're spending all this money on their stadium. The stadium's been built there on the docks at Liverpool, and I've seen an update on it last week. Actually, it looks quite impressive.
Yeah, the
stadium they're building. I don't know if it'd be finished at the end of this year. It might be next, but they don't want to be going down. With the cost of that on them.
No,
that's all. Need to stay
in. Right. So before we go into the last game, what was our score predictions for this game?
Right then. Right. What was the score of this game?
Everton 0, Man United 3.
Wally went 1-0 to Man United. Yeah. I can't get anything right. I went 2-1 to Man United. You went 2-1 to Everton. No chance. God. Larry went 2-2. Oh, Harm's got close. 4-0 to Man United.
Ooh.
Yeah. 1-1 said Stu, and 2-1 to Man United said Rob. So Rob got close. So no, he didn't. No, Harm's got closest. She gets a point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not bad. Not bad.
Right. So Harmony said, you plead guilty at the start, you get a reduced amount. That is kind of fair. They lied for years when obvious they put their hands up. Now they're crying. Should have been 12 points. Yeah, see, I don't know the whole ins and outs. So I do know that.
I think it should have been 20. I've wanted Everton relegated for years. For years. And I'll tell you what, a long way back, I can't remember what season it was, when they saved their asses on the last day. And I swear that game was fixed. I swear the goalkeeper and the other team let in a goal that I went, no, there's something going on.
Who was that against? Do you remember or not?
I don't know if it was Wimbledon. Well, a couple of the players actually got charged with shit later on in it. The goalkeeper as well. It might have been Wimbledon. It might have been Wimbledon. A couple of them got charged with something later.
Wow.
And I was convinced that day watching that game that it was better. They were like 2-0 down or something, won it 3-2 at the end, and their keeper let one through his hands. There was something ridiculous like that. I wish I look it up and watch it again, because I was convinced that was fixed.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But anyway,
and I'm assuming the team that they beat had probably nothing to play for as well.
Yeah, it was something. But they went 2-0 down. Yeah, I can't. I'll tell you what, it might even been Liverpool. It might have even been Grobbelaar in goal.
Grobbelaar, because he got done.
Didn't he get done for something?
He got done, Grobbelaar. Yeah.
It might have been even that, but mate, to me it was a fix, absolute fix. And they had to win to stay up, and they done it right at the end.
And they was 2-0 down as well.
Pretty sure that was the case, but we'll see.
Dice just got done speeding at 200 miles an hour on M6. Got a fine of 10 points. He's donating his points to Neverton. Right, so the last game was, and then we'll get to next week's or this week's predictions. The last game was the one that's just finished. Well, just before we came on air, Fulham 3, Wolves 2, and that game had 3 penalties, all converted. Did you watch all of that game?
Yeah, I watched about 90% of it, but it was all right. It was Wolves are disappointing from what they have been like. Especially in the last 20 minutes, I thought they'd show a bit more than what they did. They didn't really show much at all. So, yeah, they were disappointing. Willian scores 2 penalties. They got one. Vinicius Junior they brought on, done nothing. He should have got sent off, actually. He threw a little headbutt in.
See, I didn't see that. I was watching it, but yeah.
He sort of, when he jumped off the floor to have a go at him, and he just caught the guy on the nose. It was Kilman. And he just went, Jesus, what are you doing? Like that. But if he had dropped his legs, he would have been sent off. Without that, because he did make contact, only a touch on his nose, but he went back and went, what are you doing? He would have been sent off. But that's it. Bellegarde got a cracking assist in the game. Remember that?
Yeah, I remember.
It was a good header. Really good header too.
That's for Cunha. Yeah, Cunha.
Cunha, yeah. Really good header, but cracking ball to him. That was it. But the game itself was, Willian showing bits. It weren't that great. Jimenez was just absolutely not. I don't think he had a chance. I don't think he even had a shot on goal or anything. Don't remember him doing anything in the game. It weren't a great game. Yeah,
no, I don't know if you like me. Before the game, I was looking at it, I thought, you know what? Wolves are on 15, West Ham's on 20, Fulham's on 12. So I kind of wanted Fulham to win just so that they was both on 15 and we had that cushion. And so I went really fast, but I thought, you know what? I kind of do want Fulham to win just to, so West Ham have got a little cushion from some of these teams. Like, do you look at the games like that, or you're not really fast who wins those sort of games?
No, not really fast.
Nah.
So I'm not really fussed where we finish in the fucking league.
Yeah.
Because I'm so fed up of watching the crap I'm watching. I don't care where we are in the league. You know what I mean? I know we're not going to fight relegation.
Yeah.
Well, I'm only interested in trying to watch a game that I might enjoy, and that's not happening.
Yeah.
And so I'm not bothered where we finish in the league, to be honest. All I'm interested in now is, doing well in one of the cup competitions. That's it. The league to me now is just. We're going to watch this football all season with Moyes. We're going to watch it all season. I'm fed up with it already.
Horrible. Harmony says if Kilman rolls around like Kane would have done, Vinicius Junior would have gone.
Absolutely, gone. Absolutely. And I say the VAR looked at it, gave me yellow for it. The VAR looked at it and they saw he made contact with his face. And I just said, yellow's enough, which is probably right because he didn't really headbutt him, but he did make contact. And I said, if Kilman had made more of it, fair play to him, he didn't, he would have gone. Without that, he would have gone.
Yeah, I was watching the game, but obviously I was distracted. I didn't see that. But
this is in the last couple of minutes.
Yeah. Them sort of things is frustrating as a manager. Like, why are you, if that's your player, like, why are you doing something so ridiculous?
Yeah.
So these two teams are both on 15 points, along with Crystal Palace. And probably final question before we get into predictions: Palace, Wolves, Fulham. In what order do they finish? Like, who's going to finish the highest out of those three? Yeah, Palace, Wolves, and Fulham all on 15 points. This goes for everybody. Who finishes the highest and lowest out of those three teams?
Yeah, it's hard to go on today's game because I thought Wolves were poor, but they've been pretty good lately. So yeah, Wolves and Palace. Well, Fulham last. Well, no, them four.
Yeah. All right.
I think the firepower that Palace have got might get them ahead of Wolves.
So Palace, Wolves, Fulham.
Yeah.
Okay. And then Stuart says Wolves, Palace, Fulham. So he's got Fulham.
That could be two. That could be two. You know what I mean? But definitely Fulham last. Like I said, they're lucky. They're lucky they have got 3 bad teams down there. I'll tell you, they're another one because I think they could easily get sucked in.
Well, Harmony echoes what you'd said earlier. I still fear for Fulham. They are poor.
So I mean, you watch them, you mean, fucking hell. I mean, they say they got 3. They can't score goals, and they got 3 today, but 2 of them were penalties.
Yeah,
you know, and they got a nice early goal, which was handy. And that Iwobi, I mean, he's so hit and miss. You know what I mean? He looks very busy, but he doesn't really produce that much. He's all right.
Lawrence agrees with you. Palace, Wolves, Fulham. And Harmony agrees with you. Palace, Wolves, Fulham. But everybody is got Fulham at the bottom of that 3 teams.
Absolutely.
Right. So before we get into the next lot, predictions wise, what do we pick for this? I don't think anybody would pick 3-2 Fulham.
No, I doubt that.
Yeah.
Right. Molly went 1-0 to Fulham. I went 2-0 to Wolves.
Yeah.
You went 2-1 to Wolves. Larry went 2-1 to Fulham. Got the winner. Harm said 0-0. Yeah. I can understand why she went 0-0, but it wasn't. Stu 1-1. And Rob Singleton went 2-1 to Wolves. So, and I'll tell you what I've noticed as well, and I'll bring this back to the amount of penalties being awarded in the Premier League. And it's not going to, it's just going to get worse and worse with penalties and penalties. You're not going to see many 0-0s.
No.
I've noticed it already. There's not many 0-0 games. Very rare. And one of the reasons is penalties. You will see penalties in games. All these guys know now, just get your foot in front of that defender and go down. Get contact. Any contact. Shoot the ball at his hand. Penalty.
Yeah.
Look at all these idiots defending now with their hands behind their back. It's crazy. That's not a natural position for your hand where you're trying to defend. It's mental. And every shot that goes in there hits a hand, it can be a penalty. So you're not going to see many 0-0s.
You know what? Yeah, I'm trying to think. When was the...
I have seen one this season, but there's not many.
Not a lot, no.
There's not many. I bet if you compare it to other seasons...
Yeah, we're way down.
Way down.
Yeah. Right. I have to note the first Wolves goal was due to a USA defender being poor defending. The second was a foul by a USA defender for the pen. Oh, he's blaming the...
Yeah, it's down to you, Yanks. It's all you, mate.
Right, let's get on to the last part of the show, which obviously our predictions. We've got less people, I think, so less writing for you.
Well, I don't know. I ain't far off the same.
Right. First game, everybody.
I'll tell you what, next week, right, guys, send me the team so I can write them down first.
Yeah, I will. So, Arsenal...
I've got to do a lot of writing now. Oh, what's the first game?
Arsenal Wolves. Can you see that on the screen?
Yep.
Yeah, Arsenal Wolves. What we got here? Harmony be nice. Leeds US as well. Lawrence. Right, yeah, you lot. Okay, so Lawrence is already... Wait, hold on. We are undefeated versus England this year. US. Lawrence says Arsenal 3. Sorry.
I'll put mine now. I'll go first.
Yeah.
I'm going to go 3-0 to Arsenal.
3-0. Lawrence.
Right. Larry
says 3-1 Arsenal. Oh my gosh, sorry.
Right, who's next?
Stuart said 2-1 Arsenal.
Yep.
Wally says 2-1 Arsenal.
Yep.
And Harmony says 4-0 Arsenal.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say Arsenal Wolves. 2-0 Arsenal. There we go, right there. Bang.
Right then, nobody's got for a Wolves win. Nobody.
No, not happening. Right, so that was nice and easy. Right, the next game, Giza, is, and everybody, Brentford v Luton. Brentford v Luton. Brentford v Luton. Brentford.
That's a tough one.
Fucking
tough one.
Brentford.
Luton away from home. Don't fancy.
I'm gonna go 3-0 Brentford. Not to, yeah. I just think that they've got a big win in them, and it's gonna come against Luton at home. So yeah, 3-0 Brentford. Well, let's see what they're saying in the chat. Right. So Lawrence says 1-1. Wally says 2-1 Brentford. Stuart says 1-0 Brentford. And Harmony says Brentford 2-0.
I've gone 2-0 as well to Brentford.
I was thinking 2-0. I thought, nah, I'm going 3. Early one for Brentford. Okay, right, that's everybody. Much appreciated. Let's go to, oh God, Burnley v Sheffield United.
0-0.
Oh, God.
That's it.
This is like, you lose that and you might as well just end your season now if you're the loser.
Yeah. Yeah, that could be a great game, you know, or a real
it's either dour or great. Yeah, it's going to be.
Yeah. God, you wouldn't know what to pick there, would you?
Oh, it's tough. But Burnley, they've lost all 7 home league games, which is crazy. If you're going to win one.
Right, I'll kick it off.
Yeah, go on then.
I think this is where Burnley rise up the fans and they win 2-0.
I was thinking 2-0 as well. I don't have to make it 3.
I think it could be anything, this result in this game.
Yeah. Hold on.
I think they could win. They might start.
So you said 2-0. Stuart says 0-0.
I told you, Stuart, there's no 0-0s. In this, there's someone will get a penalty.
Right. And then all 3 of these have said 2-1 Burnley. Wally said 2-1 Burnley. Harmony said 2-1 Burnley. And Lawrence said 2-1 Burnley. Lawrence is surprised that they've all picked that. I'm gonna go. I'm saying 3-1 Burnley. I don't know if I'm just stupid for saying that. Yeah, I'm saying 3-1.
Well, let's put it this way: Burnley played. Yeah, they were playing them all last year, weren't they? I don't know what their results were last year.
They beat them,
but the chances are they beat them.
Yeah,
so,
they beat them both times, I think.
So there you go. They're down for a win for sure. Everyone's got them for a win, bar Stuart a draw. But yeah, what I see at Sheffield United this weekend, my God. Yeah. When you're relying on Ollie McBurney to come in and score goals, you're in trouble.
You're in big trouble.
He's a championship centre forward at best. Anyway.
Right. Okay. All right. Let me get rid of. Sorry, we've still got the last game ticking along. Let me get rid of this. Right, boom. Right. So let's go to. Here we go. Nottingham Forest v Everton.
Jeez, another one.
That's a. That's a hard one to call. Because before that, before that 10-point deduction, I don't know if Everton would have lost 3-0 to Man United. I don't know if that's taken a bit of wind out of their sails or what, because they were doing all right actually. But yeah, tough game for Everton.
I'll tell you what. Yeah, I'll kick it off, guys. It is a tough game. I'm going to give it 2-1 to Forest.
2-1 Forest, yeah?
Yeah.
We just crushed Burnley and now picking them to win, says Lawrence. Right, so you've said 2-1 Forest, yeah?
Yeah.
Right, so Stuart says 2-1 to Everton. Harmony says 2-2. Lawrence says 3-2 to Everton.
Mm-hmm.
Wally's got the same as you, 2-1 to Forest.
Well done, Wally.
Oh man, this is tough.
Tough, yeah. It's one of them, isn't it? A lot on the line. There's a lot on the line, boy.
I'm gonna go for. I think it's a bit of sitting on the fence. I'm gonna go 2-2. I think there'll be goals. Yeah, 2-2.
Good beats. You and Harms 2-2. Gibbs White for me. Got to tear them apart.
Yeah, that game just could go either way. Right, so let's go to the next game. Ooh, Newcastle v Manchester United. That's a nice game. That is. Newcastle would have played. Oh no, sorry, both of them would have played in Europe, and both of them potentially could go out of the Champions League. So we don't even know what's going to happen before that game. But yeah, wow. Newcastle away to PSG. Man United, I think, might be away to Fenerbahce, but they're both struggling to stay in the Champions League.
Man United struggling because they're crap, but
yeah.
The Newcastle are struggling because they're missing so many players.
Yeah.
The last thing they could do was 2 games this week.
And yeah, another injury would just sort of, if they do get another one. And also they might be a bit deflated because, they could be out of Europe. And remember, if they lose, there's a high chance they won't even get into the Europa League. They might finish bottom of their group, and then there's no Europe after Christmas. So the mentality, there's something that we can't foresee. But PSG away, Mbappe's back in form, and it's going to be a tough game for them.
The only thing they've got there at home, Newcastle, but my word. And it's Man United. They keep nicking these games, don't they? And
right. Let's see what these are saying. If this helps.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Right. Harmony says Magpies 3, Manure 0. So Newcastle 3, Manchester United 0.
Be nice.
Lawrence has said 3-2 to Newcastle. Stuart says 3-0 Newcastle. And Wally says 2-1 to Newcastle. So everybody so far has gone for Newcastle to win.
Right, so I'm gonna throw a curveball in here now. Then,
yeah,
I'm gonna go because they're such an arsey team. I'm gonna go 2-1 to Man United.
Damn. Oh man. Yeah, this whole what happens in Europe is.
Yeah, Newcastle pick up another couple of injuries. Imagine doing that in that. Jesus Christ, they'll be putting 16-year-olds on the pitch.
I'm gonna go with who has been the better team this year. That is Newcastle.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go for Newcastle 2-0. I was gonna say 1-0. I'm gonna go Newcastle 2-0.
Okay. Well, I've gone against the grain there. I don't want to pick that. I'll be delighted if Newcastle win. Let's put it that way. So,
but. They're scummy in it. They just get these wins and that, so you might be right there. Right, so let's move to the next game, which is Bournemouth v Aston Villa, who are now obviously in those Champions League places. They will also remember Villa will also have Europe to contend with on Thursday. Bournemouth at home as well, so slightly favourable for Bournemouth, a little bit because of the circumstances. Somebody's commented. Let's see what we've got.
I'm gonna go.
Right, get off my screen. 1 sec. Right, so Harmony says Bournemouth 1, Villa 2.
That's what I was thinking in my head.
Lawrence has said 3-1 to Villa. So Bournemouth 1, Villa 3.
Yep.
Stuart said the same. 3-1 to Villa. Walito's thrown in a curveball. He says Bournemouth 2, Villa 1. And then it's just us 2.
I'm gonna go 2-0 Villa.
I'm gonna same as Wally. I'm gonna go 2-1 Bournemouth. Villa are gonna have a European bit of a hangover. I'm gonna go 2-1. Yeah, 2-1 Bournemouth.
Okay.
Right. So we've got a couple more games, everyone. 1, 2, 3, 4 more games. Right. So Chelsea v Brighton.
Jesus Christ.
This is the Graham Potter derby. Moises Caicedo derby. Chelsea v Brighton. Jeez, you don't know what you're going to get with Chelsea. That's the thing.
You don't. It's like the hardest to pick. You just don't know what you get.
Yeah, Brighton.
We do know Dunk is missing for Brighton.
Dunk's missing. Brighton would have played in Europe again. Chelsea don't have Europe this year.
No, because they're shit.
Yeah.
And
Brighton.
I think. No, I'm gonna go. Yeah, I've got it. I'm going 2-0 Chelsea.
Okay. Brighton. I'm trying to think who they're playing. Brighton's European fixtures AEK Athens away. Yeah, they're away in Athens. That is AEK. Or was that the Swedish? Let me just double check that. That is, yeah. AEK Athens. They're playing away. What did you say? 2-0 Chelsea. Yeah. Right. Let's see what these are saying. Right. So Lawrence says 3-2 to Chelsea.
Yeah.
Stuart says 3-1 Chelsea.
Stuart, yeah, 3-1.
Harmony says Kings Road 2, Brighton 2. And Wally says 2-1 Chelsea. Oh man, this is a hard one to call. I'm gonna say.
Yeah, it could be anything. But I think Brighton will be struggling. I mean, they have been struggling up until today. They got that win. Now you take Dunk out of that team, plus a European match during the week. I think Chelsea will. They'll do what? They're 1 step forward, 1 step back. Chelsea. This week's the 1 step forward.
1 step forward.
Yeah.
This is. I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say 1-1. Okay, I was gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna say.
Oh, what a bottle job!
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely bottled it. There goes.
Yeah, you put doubt in there when you talk about. I'm gonna go Brighton, and you said no Dunk. Chelsea 1 step forward this week. Right, this looks like a no-brainer as to who wins this game. Liverpool v Fulham. It's just, should be a home win. I'm sure everyone's going to say a home win here. Liverpool Fulham, how much by? I'm going to say Liverpool 4, Fulham Is it 1 or 0? 1 or 0? I'm gonna say 0. 4-0 Liverpool. There you go.
I'm gonna up you on that.
You got fives.
I'm going 5-0.
All right, 4-0, 5-0. This is the one everybody's
Probably won't be, but yeah.
right. Okay. Harmony agrees with you. She's gone Liverpool 5, Fulham 0.
It's one of them.
Lawrence is
You
being
pick a
more.
number. There's no way that Liverpool should be losing this game.
Nah.
So
No
the
way.
number. No, not saying unless Fulham get another couple of penalties, they're not scoring for me.
Lawrence says 3-0 Liverpool.
That's probably more sensible, guys, than what we've done. But
so, Mr. Diplomatic, we've got somebody even more diplomatic in a minute. Stuart agrees, or same as me, 4-0 Liverpool. Walito has said 2-1 Liverpool.
Jesus Christ, what have you been watching?
Big up C-Dub, Charlie Walsh in the
I'll tell you what. Good day, CW. And if me and Harmony get that right at 5-0, we get extra points because
extra points.
Pick a 5-0 win's amazing. So,
how you doing, Charlie? Charlie, right? Hey, Charlie, right? So that's everybody's in. So yeah, C-Dub, you can jump in. We've got 2 more games, I think. Correct scores. We've got 2 more. Yeah, 2 more.
2 more.
So yeah, the next game is West Ham.
To
Crystal Palace. What's your correct score predictions? West Ham.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how to pick West Ham anymore with the shit that I'm watching.
We lost at home to Everton, and Palace, for me, are better than Everton.
We didn't do too well last year against them either, did we?
Nah.
Didn't they stuff us?
They beat us at least one of the times.
This is hard to pick. The way we're playing, I just don't know what.
You don't know. We could win off a few set pieces, or we could concede 3 goals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least he's gonna. What's he gonna be tearing Emerson apart? At least he's coming down that side, isn't he?
They're
Emerson.
coming off the back of a defeat to Luton, which was also away. So 2 away games for Palace.
Yeah.
West Ham, once again, playing in Europe as well in a game that we need to win because we want to top that group, and that's not certain yet. West Ham v Palace.
Fuck it. I'm going 2-1 Palace.
2-1 Palace.
Yep.
Right, let me see what these are saying because I've still
just had enough to listen to this.
Boom. Right, so Stuart says 2-2.
Mm-hmm.
Lawrence says 2-1 West Ham. Wally says 2-1 West Ham.
Yeah.
Right, so Harmony says with Bowen 2-1 win without 1-0. So
I'm not writing that down.
2 bites.
I think Bowen will be playing. I think he'd be playing. So he'd go 2-1. That's it.
2-1, yeah. We'll be positive. We'll go 2-1. Bowen's playing. Well, she's changed. She said it. I'll go 2-1 Hammers anyway. So she says that. Right. Charlie says I think it'll be close. 1-0. Lawrence Palace as well, CD. So he was thinking.
No, that's what Moyes does to you, doesn't it? You know what I mean? You just, especially after Europe and not knowing if he starts Ings again, I'll give up for the rest of the season. Then just give it up.
Right. I'm just going off of the back of the Everton game when we lost at home. the performances in Europe haven't been great. We need to win, so we might put in more energy there than we kind of want to. I'm going to go West Ham 1, Palace 3. And I hope I'm wrong.
Ooh.
Really hope I'm wrong. Oops.
You look at the amount of goals we've conceded this year.
Yeah, I know.
You know, well, I don't know. You know, when we done it, Anton gave me the stats there. We've actually done a role reversal. We scored twice as many this season at this stage last season, but conceded twice as many. Unbelievable. We conceded so many goals. So, yeah. Scott, I mean, the problem's at the moment isn't scoring goals, it's stopping them.
Yeah, exactly. We've had, I think, 1 clean sheet. Is it in the league? And who was that against?
I think it might have been 1. Yeah, it was 1. Sheffield United, no, or I think it was.
It was Sheffield United. 2-0 we beat them, innit?
Just
out of 13 games, 1 clean sheet. Right. I just don't think the style suits us. With the injury we have at the moment, it's difficult. Yeah. I hope I'm wrong, man, but being at home for us it's not even an advantage. It's not like, oh yeah, we're at home. Like, nah, it doesn't mean anything.
Really.
So, nah. Right. So that's everybody's scores. Right. So the last game is a big one. Man City v Spurs. Is it going to be Spurs 4 defeats in a row? Probably.
Yeah, I think it's the last game they needed, wasn't it? Now,
exactly.
That's the last game they needed.
That's crazy. They went undefeated, and then it's looking at could be 4 in a straw.
Be an interesting game though. How they play, it'd be interesting.
If they play like that against City, though, high line like that, which you're assuming, Haaland will. Yeah, remember, if you give him space to run into. Yes, that's almost suicidal against him.
Yeah, you'd think, wouldn't you? Especially if you haven't got, you haven't got his hand in, you haven't got pace, and to keep up with him. No one has.
So be them 2 yards, 3 yards, and
But Man City will play a high line as well. It's a bit like same as Villa, and when Villa played Spurs, both played that high line, and they're all competing who could get the ball over the top before the goalkeeper got it, or who can put it through the lines to run onto. Could be another entertaining game.
Yeah, I hope this one doesn't our expectations would be, surely there's got to be a lot of goals. I hope it's not, but I can't see anything other than goals.
I'm going to go 3-1 to City.
3-1, yeah.
The difference of them, they've got Haaland and Tottenham haven't. So,
right. So Lawrence says 4-1 Man City.
Okay.
Well, he's keeping his diplomatic hat on. He says 2-1 City.
And it could be. But
right. Stuart says 4-2 Man City. Harmony is look at Harmony says. Harmony says City 1, Spurs 3. Charlie says City 3-1.
Same as me. He got it. Ooh.
Now, Lawrence says hat-trick Haaland, but Harmony countered that with Son hat-trick.
Well, no.
All onside this week.
We just got a hat-trick, We're all offside. Can't get
Harmony hook. Right, so, oh my gosh, what am I going to say for this game? Is it 3-1 or 3-2 City? I'm going to go 3-1 City. Yeah.
I'd already written the 3 down that he was going to say that.
Oh, is it? Yeah, I'm going to go 3-1. Yeah.
Does CW want to throw the scores in for the other games?
He can do. Yeah, let's do that before we wrap it up. He's got... How many did he get?
He's done the last 2.
Our last two. All right. So yeah, C-Dub. Yeah, I'll put it in. This for next show. And then
Arsenal
we'll wrap
Wolves.
up. Yeah, let's go back. So Arsenal Wolves. This is for you, C-Dub. What's your score prediction? And then yeah, we'll wrap this up. But we'll obviously next week. Let's see how we done, because I think I got 10 out of 10 this week, didn't I? Yeah.
Well, who's it? You and Wally. You and Wally got 10 each, mate. 10 points each. You win.
So yeah,
how many weeks are into the 30? I haven't picked one right yet.
I think it's the third week we've done the predictions. I think
with it. So I've not got one right. I used to be good at this, picking the scores.
Didn't Stuart get 2 1 week? 2 correct
Yeah,
one. I think he did.
He did. Yeah.
Right.
I think you got 1, he got 2.
Where's oh, here we go. Right. So Charlie says 2-1 to Arsenal. That's his.
Right.
Right. Charlie, the next game on this list.
Brentford Luton.
Brent. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry. You've got them down, haven't you? Yeah. Oh. What are you drinking, Kieran? What is that?
It's a beer.
Oh, beer.
I was just going to have one morning beer before I go out and do all my shit.
What have you got to do?
I've got to go shop and get a few bits for the boy, for his work and everything else. Get me? I'm still doing me walking, still doing all my steps, mate. Knocking about 10,000 a day now.
Right, here we go. Right, C-Dub said 3-0 to Brentford. Really? Did I say? I think I said 3-0 as well, you know.
You did.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Burnley, Sheffield. Burnley, Sheffield, CW. Next. Yeah, you did go 3-0. Burnley, Sheffield.
So yeah, there's no Friday game, there's no early Saturday. So it's all 3 o'clock Saturday. Normally they have like a 12:30 on a Saturday afternoon.
Must be a lot of games on Sunday then, is there?
I'll tell you. But yeah, it's all 3 o'clock's the first kickoff. Let me check. So hold on, let me just see what he said. Right. CW says, oh, what? Hold on a minute. Burnley, Sheffield United, Jesus Christ, we'll definitely won't be watching that. Burnley 1-0, he says.
Yeah, I know. Forest Everton next. CW. Yeah, Burnley Sheffield. I tell you, it could be a great game, or it's oh my god.
Yeah, right. He's gone Everton 1-0. Fixtures. Saturday 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Then Newcastle, Man U, mate.
Yeah, so Kieran is 5 on Saturday, 5 on Sunday. That's how they're doing it this week. So no Monday game. Right. He's gone 2-2. Newcastle 2, Man United 2.
Right. Bournemouth Villa.
2-1 Villa.
Has he done it already? Oh, he would have put up. He's smart, and he would have put up himself. Chelsea Brighton.
Yeah, he ain't got that yet. So yeah, Chelsea Brighton. Let me put it up for you. Chelsea Brighton, and then Liverpool Fulham is your last one, right? Chelsea Brighton. He said, "Listen, I love football. I don't love it enough to watch Burnley versus Sheffield United." But yeah, so what was the game? What are we on? We're on Chelsea Brighton.
Chelsea Brighton.
Yeah, let's see who he picks here. I sat on the fence. He says 2-2. I was going to say 2-2, but I said 1-1.
Really?
Yeah. And then the last one is what, Geezer? Liverpool Fulham.
Yeah, Liverpool Fulham.
Where is it?
Pick a number, CW. Pick a number on this one.
All right, I'm going to ask this question. Last week I asked you, I'm going to ask it. I hope I don't offend you, Harmony, but it's it's not offensive. It's just thought-provoking again. Last one was Fulham. It's it, Liverpool Fulham.
Yeah.
Right, so I'm going to end the show with one of these dilemmas. Yeah.
Oh, Mikey.
Right. Right. So, have you ever watched the Hodge twins, Geezer? The two twins, the American Hodge twins.
Yeah, I watch them quite a bit.
Funny,
yeah.
Aren't they? Yeah, right.
Yeah,
I was gonna put the link in here, but I thought I'm not doing it. Yeah. Anyway, so right.
Funny, man.
So this goes for all of the guys in here, right? Okay, sorry. He said Liverpool 4-1.
Yeah.
I'm going to use the exact example Andrew Tate used. So, Andrew Tate said, "What is?" He titled his video, "What is gay?" Right, and then he said basically, it came down to, would you rather? So this goes to all the men. You don't have to answer this question. Would you rather be intimate with 10 out of 10? It's not really a transgender. It's a woman with, a penis. Or would you rather sleep with a 1 out of 10 female? And they used Megan Fox as the female with the male genitalia, or the 1 out of 10 they compare to Hulk Hogan.
Well, mate, it's easy for me. I'm used to 1 out of 10s. I'm used to 1 out of 10s.
So let me say it again. Yeah, the Hodge. See, look, what he knows. This and the video is hilarious. So Andrew Tate was saying basically he would pick Megan Fox if whoever you rate as a 10 out of 10. Megan Fox 10 out of 10. It's female, presents as a female, has a penis, or has a vagina, but is basically Hulk. So his theory is, well, if you're looking at Hulk Hogan, then you're gay. But at least if you're looking at Megan Fox, she's presenting as a woman. So anyway, you look, all the men in there. Sorry, Harmony.
You're going to get many answers, I'll tell you.
But the video from the Hodgkins, I was going to put it in. It was hilarious. Them two are hilarious. Right, here we go. Yeah. Wally says, "I'm going with the trans." That's what that's what Andrew Tate said, and that's also basically what the twins, when they had to pick, they say, well, they're going to do that because everything about them as a woman apart from the obvious. Right. So thanks for answering, Wally. I respect that. Charlie, CW, Lawrence. Sorry, thanks for answering that, Wally. Stuart. So now, Geezer, I need your answer, mate. And I'm going to send you the video after. You need to watch that.
Well, I'll tell you what. I got attacked I wouldn't say attacked, right? I basically got raped by a Hulk Hogan type woman once. Right? I was walking down in Port Macquarie here in New South Wales. Me and my mate come out of the house steaming out of this pub, right? Absolutely blind. And these two monsters women were walking around. Right? And I said to one, I said, "Look, love, do you know where we can get a cab back to our hotel? We can stay in a hotel." I said, "Oh yeah, come on, we live here. Come inside, right? And you can phone from here." This before mobile phones. Oh no. Steaming. And then anyway, she just jumped all over me and raped me, basically. It wasn't that terrible. It wasn't that terrible. So I'm going with her. I'm going with her. Right. So I respect Stuart. Stuart has said Megan Fox, aka the trans. So was your experience, was that like was it B Smith from Prisoner Cell Block H? Do you remember B Smith? Was it B Smith? Yeah, something like that. It weren't. It was, it took. And the worst thing was, right, there was a nightclub in that town. A week later, I walked in with my mate, and God, she come walking across from the other side of the dance floor thing, just knocking. There was just people being knocked out the fucking way, left, right, and centre, right? Just making a wide woof, woof. I went, "Oh fuck!" And I legged it.
Oh my god! Who didn't answer yet? Lawrence hasn't answered yet, and not. See, real quiet.
They're all disgusted, mate. I'm not sure if they're disgusted with the question you've asked or what the answer I gave. One or the other.
if you watch that video, them twins are hilarious.
They are.
Yeah,
I watch them nearly every other day. I see them. They put up a thing, mate. The stick they give.
They are
to the shoplifters and everyone. Man, they just give it to them, don't they? Funny as.
Yeah, that video, them reacting to that is these two have You know they tour on that. They do like comedy shows and all that around the country.
Yeah, they do. Do you know what they look like? I remember seeing a while back because everyone, when they start getting abused for the things they say, especially at BLM and the black community, which they do, right?
Yeah.
They all go, but you know the words they get to say them. But everyone thinks that they're a mixed race.
Yeah, they do.
They're actually not.
No,
they're actually not.
No.
Their mum and dad are black.
Both black. Yeah.
They're both black. And it goes back, there might have been some white people 100 years ago.
Yeah.
But they've got a good complexion, haven't they? A nice bit like yours, I suppose.
Yeah, they look. Yeah, they do look
very
the
light.
same. They look mixed race. Yeah, but I think even their eyes. I think they've got lighter color eyes as well. I think. Yeah. So people. Yeah,
they're good-looking boys, aren't they? They're good-looking lads.
They are funny, man. They make me laugh.
Yeah, they're big boys and all, aren't they? They're big lumps.
Yeah. Ones need love too. Right. Some of Miss Universe competitions are trans. What could go wrong? See, Wally's all up for it, mate. He's like, yeah, let's go. I need to. I'm gonna send you that video. Harmony, I hope you're still tuned in because Harmony's gone quiet, and so is Charlie.
She ain't taking part in that nonsense.
Nah. But yeah, that was actually Andrew Tate, who's he actually brought that up and was letting you know he's picking Megan Fox all day, every day.
She was stunning, wasn't she, Megan Fox?
Yeah. So that was
she's stunning.
When they used Hulk Hogan as a comparison, I was cracking up there.
I don't know. You might like a moustache. Who knows?
Right. So, 2.5 hours.
Here's one. Here's one for everyone. Would you rather watch a Southgate team or a Moyes team?
Oh my God.
Which one, breaks your heart more? Or which one just ruins, 2 hours of your life watching England or watching West Ham? Because I'm not sure, because they're both as bad as each other.
Yeah, I think Moyes tops it. I don't watch either, but I think Moyes is just the worst. So
I'm not sure. I think Southgate might be even worse. To what? I will say Southgate, considering the talent he's got in us, he can pick from.
That's what I'm saying.
And still be that boring, as a football team. The pool he's got, and it's that bad. Yeah, Southgate's even worse than Moyes.
Oh, yeah. It's hard watching West Ham. But listen, you lot, thanks for tuning in, as always, taking part. And we'll see how we all do in the score predictions, and hopefully West Ham can get a victory against Palace. Any final words from Hulk Hogan's partner?
Yeah.
Geezer?
Here we go. Yeah. Oh no, I've been scarred ever since, mate. Since but I'll go over it. Yeah, Palace. Yeah, what we got this way in Palace. That scares me, mate. At least he scares me. Edouard, didn't he bully the shit out of us last time? That Edouard or someone up front.
Yeah, I think he scored against us.
Was it him?
We let him free. Schlupp scored one, I think. Edouard, I think.
Yeah. So it's hard to look forward to that game, but we're at home. You never know. But Paquetá could come to the party, and kudos. Hopefully, Bowen's back. Maybe. Yeah, we'll give him a game. Hopefully, we'll give him a game.
What's the chances of us? What's the chances of us getting a clean sheet?
Oh, next to none.
Yeah.
I mean, the way we're defending, I can't see a clean sheet coming all season unless it's against. We couldn't even do it against Burnley.
Yeah.
I can see Sheffield United how bad they are. That's the one we did get it, but they are that bad.
Yeah. So you lot. So next week, the last game is on Sunday, but we'll probably just do this again next Monday, isn't it, Kieran?
Yeah, it's Monday night for you, isn't it? Tuesday morning, my man.
Yeah, we'll do Monday again next week. But yeah, thanks as always, and it was fun for us as well. But yeah, we'll see you all soon.
Yeah. See you later, chaps.
Ciao, ciao, ciao. Let me end the stream.